I am late because I have a cat. Oh, he's leaving. Bye. Okay, I had a cat on my shoulders, and I was playing with the cat on my shoulders. So, um, I didn't even get to eat my granola bar because of it either. Oh well, like, I could have scheduled the stream for later. But anyways, hello, are we live? I didn't even verify that. Yes, we are. Good. That's nice, usually. But, hello. I think you got both C6. Wait, are you talking? Yeah, Shivers and Tomo, we have C6. Yes. So, anyways. Yeah, we'll talk about C6. So, like, C6 Raiden is not worthwhile. This is the same as Arlecchino, if not meaningfully more so. But I don't know. It would be really funny to get C6 Raiden on Polearms Only, right? Because like the thing I want to stress is, like, none of these constellations are like I'm like 99% confident you can go back to like version 4.2 last year when we knew Chevreuse was in beta and Raiden was rumored to rerun, and it was like, okay, well, they're probably gonna run Chevreuse, but like I knew Chevreuse was gonna be a really impactful character for Polearms Only, right? And her C6 was notable too. So I was like, last year I was like, okay, if Chevreuse like ends up running on Navia's banner, because I think she released with Navia, right? Navia was the first half, Raiden was the second half of version 4.3, and you know, I was like, okay, we haven't wished for a character for like 9 months on this account, and we had a guarantee. I don't care if we have to spend our guarantee on, you know, a non-polearm character. C6 Chevreuse would be worthwhile, right? So in like the alternate reality where they ran Chevreuse with Navia instead of running with Raiden in the first place, we would not have Raiden C1, C2, C3, right? The reason we got Raiden C1, C2, C3 was because of C6 Chevreuse. Would I still have liked to get Raiden C2 eventually on Polearms Only? Yeah, probably, because it's Raiden C2 and it's a Polearm Only account, duh. It's been a nice constellation to have. It's made Raiden a lot more useful on this account by making her much stronger of an actual carry. Before C2, her carry playstyle on this account especially, not good. Like, it was pointless. She was basically just Hyper Bloom, right? And then, of course, this instance was, you know, Chevreuse rerunning again, yes, but we already had C6 Chevreuse. But Toma, right? I wanted Toma constellations. Toma's been more and more useful as time has gone on with Chevreuse's release, with Emily's release. So, like, I wanted C6 to, I've been, you know, using Toma with Sino Emily, right? And, you know, wanted C6 Toma because, hey, damage bonus and then C4 Toma for energy refunding. Like, and I got it. Sweet. But then, of course, wound up with the C5 Raiden now, which is really silly. It's really silly. So we're gonna go for C6 because it'd be silly. That's all. Is C2 Zelenin the same as C6 Raiden with the burst cooldown reduction by 5 seconds? Is it different? It is different. One, it only applies to only Electro units. C6 Raiden applies to all burst cooldowns, but C2 Zelenin does not require any field time, right? Raiden C6 requires her field time. You have to, you know, hit. She specifically, she has to be on field for at least 5 seconds, and getting hits once every second will trigger the cooldown reduction. And notably, C6 Raiden does not reduce Raiden's cooldown. C2 Zelenin would reduce Raiden's cooldown. So C2 Zelenin is far more of a fun constellation for reasons we're not going to get into, assuming it releases as it currently is, than Raiden C6 is, and it's also far more accessible. Like, I'll be honest, like, what is this useful for, right? What is this useful for on Polearms Only? By the way, I should stipulate, if we lose the fit, we're going to go to Pity. We'll go to Pity, and we'll see if we get C6. If we lose the 50-50, I'm saving that guarantee. Like, I'm not going to lose my mind farming, you know, 100 wishes in the next 2 weeks, but I will farm, you know, like 30, we'll double check where my Pity is at. I will do, like, you know, 30, 40 wishes to get to Pity, at least. And we'll see if we win the 50-50. So it is absolutely on a 50-50 if we wind up with C5 or C6 Raiden. But yeah, anyways, like, C6 Raiden could be funny to have, but it's very stupid that somehow I've been able to get, like, C6 Arlecchino. And yes, some money was spent to get C6 Arlecchino, but if I hadn't made, like, stupid decisions like, you know, Yao Yao C6, which wasn't on, like this was valuable to get, but Also not really worthwhile, especially in the context of, like, you know, if I'd gotten 2 5-stars on Arlecchino's banner with the wishes that I spent on Xiao Yao Yao banner, you know, we feasibly very much could have gotten C6 Arlecchino without spending any money. Well, other than the Welkins. I have been doing Welkins. So, like, the fact that we might end up with C6 Raiden is really stupid, and I don't know, it's funny. Yeah, I'm reading the chat passively. So, yeah, this is not a very good constellation. So what is it useful for? Well, notably, because of the fact that we have C6 Arlecchino, we could do something goofy, right? So Arlecchino, her burst, she has basically a 0 burst cost when you have her C4. And the fact that she, like, resets her skill cooldown, like, she has no energy cost, and she has a really high damage burst with C6 because this is, yeah. And C4 reduces her cooldown already by 2 seconds. So, well, it can only trigger once every 10 seconds, actually, which, you know what, that's funny. C4 only triggering once every 10 seconds is kind of problematic in the context of C6 Raiden, because her cooldown will get reduced to less than 10 seconds, right? So yeah, it'll go from, it's a 13-second cooldown with C4 proccing, and then 5-second reduction from Raiden is an 8-second burst on Arlecchino. So anyways, the idea would be, you know, burst on, you know, Arlecchino, E, Q, E on Arlecchino, and then Raiden burst, Arlecchino burst again. That would be the dynamic. That's probably the strongest thing you could do on this account with C6 Raiden. Other than that, it's just like, oh, yay, we can do an additional meteor per rotation, except for I usually don't play Zhongli with Raiden very often. Well, I don't know. In Hyper Bloom, like, or Hybrid Bloom, whatever. Candace seems interesting. It would give her, like, 100% Hydra application uptime. But, again, like, the big problem with C6 Raiden is, like, it doesn't actually change your rotations meaningfully. In that context of, like, more application uptime on Candace. Also, there's the problem of the fact that Candace C6 doesn't trigger during Raiden's burst, because this triggers based on normal attack damage. Or specifically, it triggers dealing elemental damage to opponents using normal attacks, and Raiden counts as using her burst. It's like Beto and Raiden together. Candace C6 doesn't trigger Raiden, so it doesn't, right? So it doesn't really give additional application for Candace, is what I'm saying. Particularly because, you know, again, you're still limited by Raiden's cooldown of 18 seconds. So it's just like, I don't know, in a very freeform team, that this could be valuable by doing something like burst DPS Arlecchino. There's not many other units that it's that relevant for. You might say Sino, and, like, yeah, maybe, I guess. But again, the problem is, like, Raiden's the only other Electro unit on the team. And if I want to do a Shevers team and a Sino team, well, then Raiden has to be on the Shevers team. So, I don't know. Meme bursty. I guess weird things with Emily maybe too. Could do 2 Emily bursts very easily in a rotation. I don't know. There's some shenanigans, right? The Yao Yao reducing her cooldown by 5 seconds could be good. I don't know. Like, it's basically a speedrun constellation is what I would say it is, right? Wherein, like, it giving you one instance of cooldown reduction means you can restart your bursts on some characters earlier than you normally would be able to, and that might be the difference maker in, like, clearing a abyss chamber a few seconds faster, right? Like, that's what this constellation is. It's very whatever. C6 Raiden was made for Xiangling, yeah, but again, the problem is, like, okay, yes, you can reduce Xiangling's cooldown to 15 seconds. And wow, that's basically 100% uptime Pyronado. That's great. But again, you can only get that once every 18 seconds. You can only get the cooldown reduction once every 18 seconds. So, over multiple rotations, functionally, it's a 2-second cooldown reduction on Xiangling. Like it doesn't change your rotations, other than it lets you use Xiangling Burst earlier again. Like, again, it's like a speedrunning thing. If it can be the difference maker, like this can be sneakily a way to get you to have faster clears because of the fact that it gets you your cooldowns back. Then you can just burst again and kill a chamber faster than you otherwise would have been able to, right? is a speedrun constellation, doesn't actually result in a significant DPS increase under normal rotation contexts. And for Polearms Only, it'd just be funny, right? And there might be fun things to do with Arlecchino. And the funny thing is, like, right, even if you, in this context of trying to do, like, you know, burst EQE on Arlecchino, and then switch to Raiden, burst on Raiden, switch back to Arlecchino, burst on Arlecchino again, right? Like, that should work pretty well. Then, are we sure? Are we sure that it's better to burst on Raiden in that context versus just doing normal attacks on Arlecchino like normal? I'm relatively confident, like in a Shivers team, right? If we're doing Raiden, Shivers, Arlecchino, who's the last slot? I don't know. Xiangling probably, I guess. And then, you know, Raiden, EQE, or no, it'd probably do Raiden, sorry, Raiden E, then do Xiangling, and then, wait, no, you have to do, oh no, it should be fine, because you could do Raiden E, Shivers QE, you need to do Q to get an overload triggered, and then do her hold E, then do Xiangling, and then do Arlecchino EQE, and then Raiden burst, and then back to Arlecchino burst again. And like that team with freeformness, with Shivers uptime of buffs, basically being indefinite functionally, might see a meaningful DPS increase from C6 Raiden, right? But I am not confident it would actually be better than just keeping on doing normal attacks with Raiden. Or sorry, with Arlecchino, and then Raiden on a tenacity build. Right? So that's what we'll compare if we get C6 Raiden. Because that's like maybe the most ideal use case I could think of is a Shivers team. Maximizing C6 Arlecchino. Which is so stupid. And then, yeah. And compare it to a tenacity build Arlecchino or Raiden would be on a Shivers team. That like it might still just be better to do normal attacks than Arlecchino. It'd be really funny if it was. Anyways, will anything even survive that rotation? I mean, the thing is, like, it's by far with C6 Arlecchino, it's already by far the strongest team in the account, and therefore, like, the answer is no. Nothing basically survives the rotation already. So again, it's like, it's so extraordinarily pointless that the only obvious utility I can have for C6 Raiden is making the strongest unit already stronger. Like, yay. It's like, I don't need this to be stronger. It's not useful, but it would be funny anyways. Alright, anyway, enough yapping. We have a little bit of wishes. I got these wishes from, I did the Archon quest, the Natlan Archon quest, and I also did Bedtime Story on Polearms Only, so that's where I got these 3 intertwined fates from. And then there was the FOMO wishes for the Natlan Archon quest in the current patch as well. I don't know if it's still showing here. Or if it gets, no, looks like it gets removed after you do it. Oh no, I lied. No, it is here, right? These FOMO wishes, so I got those, and plus the Prima Gems from the quest completion itself, and then plus dailies. So I actually have enough for a 10 pull already. Do we know Eon-san is a polearm? Yeah, so I do wish to reiterate that, it would make more sense to not pull. With my whole yapping about how C6 Arlecchino, or C6 Raiden is not worthwhile. But it would, I don't know. I'm fine with us getting a guarantee and saving that for Eon-san. I'm fine with us getting C6 Raiden, right? So, we'll see. What's our pity at? I do not know exactly. Oh yeah, the Kave, I remember that. I think we're at like 30-ish? 30? We're 35? 40? 30, well, okay, 39 technically. Okay, we're at 40 pity. So we need like 35 wishes to get into pity. Well, 25 counting the less than 25 counting the wishes we have right now. So actually, you know what? We're gonna do a single pull first, and the reason for that is just so we're at exactly 40 pity, and then I know we can do next 10 pulls 50 pity, 60 pity, 70 pity into 80, right? So, anyways, we'll get to pity. We'll see what we get for a 5-star. If we lose the 50-50, I will save it. Eon-san is apparently a polearm character. Apparently there's a signature, or there's an animation I missed. And that would make, like, we'll save a guarantee for a 5-star polearm character, right? The only things I need to pull for in this account, like I don't, well, to be clear, I don't think I need to pull for anything on this account at this point. But the only things I plan to pull for would be new 5-star characters, new 4-star characters, maybe C4 Rosaria. I only need one more copy of Rosaria though. C5 Rosaria is not really worth the risk unless she winds up on a Polearm banner, and then C6 Rosaria is basically irrelevant on this account. And then I would like another copy of Staff of Scarlet Sands eventually. And again, that's enough things, like, since Staff of Scarlet Sands could be more meaningful to this account than an additional copy of Raiden, like C6 Raiden, I should save my wishes for Staff of Scarlet Sands. But also, it's not like it's the end of the world if I don't get an additional copy of Staff of Scarlet Sands, so it's fine. Point is, Aeon Son, if they're a polearm, and if Aeon Son is an off-field Electro polearm, that could actually give me more reason to use Raiden with Cyno, which would be nice, or Aeon Son with Cyno if the kit makes sense. So anyway, I hope Aeon Son does some supportive off-field things. That could be good for the account. But anyways, yeah, C3 Raiden is like, if you really, really like Raiden and want to do high investment on Raiden, there's not much reason to go past C3, essentially. After C2, realistically, even focus more on the supports you're using with Raiden, rather than elsewise, or, consider getting Staff of Scarlet Sands to do weird builds, or whatever else, I don't know, right? And even C2 Raiden is unnecessary on a normal account, but you will still definitely notice it on a normal account. But anyways, enough yapping. We're gonna do the single pull, which is not gonna be a 5-star. Okay, good. So that's 40 pity, and then we have I do still have a 10 pull. Good. And we do have shop star glitter wishes, right? So anyways, so this next pull will put us at 50. And then we need to farm up 25 wishes by the time that banner ends. Well, a little bit more than 25. We'll just say 30, right? 30 wishes by the time the banner ends after we do this 10 pull here. That should not be a problem at all, right? This should not be a very hard quest to finish. 50-50 winner, 50-50 loss. The next 5-star ends the quest. So, it would have been very funny if there was a 5-star there, and then the quest just immediately ends. But, alas... I don't know, we're going to click through because reasons, I don't know, Rosaria. Alright, no, we can't get Rosaria because the next 4-star is a banner 4-star because we got an off-rated before. Wow, it's a SAR, how exciting. It's a wish. That's what it is. Wow. Well, that was an exciting first first 10 pull. Alright, we're gonna wait to do 10 pulls, by the way, sorry. Will we get another 10 pull this stream? I don't know. Maybe. We have a little bit of the event to do. Also, there's like the 10 pull that's coming in the mail. Oh, thank you, Timothy Gilson. C6 Raiden is relevant because she can lower Yoimiya's burst cooldown and Yoimiya Burgeon, which, as we know, is the best team in the game. Yes, 100% facts from Timothy there. And Setho's Quick Bloom, can I replace Baiju with Sequeen? Probably. But who's your Dendro is the question. Like, do you need the little bit of additional Dendro from off-field from Baiju, right? So, anyways. Yep, so that's 50. We have 2-star glitter wishes, which means, we need to farm 7 more wishes. And I haven't done dailies yet, so, it might be doable to get an additional 10 pull this stream, is what I'm saying. But we'll probably have to do additional streams. By the way, later I might, I'll probably update the title when I do this. But after if we get another 10 pull, I will go in and hopefully we have time. I was asked to specifically react to this live, this thing, which is, where's my window? The Hoyo Fair Genshin fan art thing, and I was like, yeah, that seems cool to react to. This is like Hoyo's, here's like a bunch of fan art animations and whatever. It's cool. So, but it's like 2 hours and 45 minutes long. They asked me to like react to it live, but then they forgot to remind me when it went live. Like, they asked me to do that 2 weeks ago, and then didn't remind me that I was going to go live 2 days ago. And I definitely forgot because I was busy doing account fixing things. So, I don't know. We might do that later if we have time. Otherwise, we're just not gonna do it. But I wanted to mention it. It's in the description because it's cool, and I think it's one of the cool things that Hoyoverse does, putting together programs like that. For showing like fan art and whatever. It's just a nice thing they do. That's all. I like it. What do you recommend more for a Polearm Only account? C1 Raiden or C0 Hutao? C1 Raiden is basically irrelevant. If you're your priorities for a Polearm Only account would be getting the Polearm characters. If you're wondering characters that are Polearms that are safe, just skip. That are least useful. I mean, it depends on when they're really right. Like Yao Yao is very useful, but also has been not very needed because of Chevrolet's existence. Like the higher investment you go, the less like Dendro is necessary, kind of thing. But anyway, Emily is very, very useful for Sino. Emily is also just good in general for pyro units that exist on this account. There's a lot of pyro. There's a lot of ways to make Emily work. Point is, she's good. Xiao is quite frankly quite skippable. Mika is quite frankly quite skippable. Kachina is free. You don't need to pull additional copies of her. Candace is very important. Rosaria is really, really useful. One of my favorite characters on the account. Do you need her? Not necessarily. Same thing with Shenhe. Right, like if you get Chevrus, Toma, Xiangling, Kachina, Hutao, Emily, Zhongli, Candace, Arlecchino, Sino, you're good. Raiden is an important component, though, to this. You do want some off-field Electro to factor in the Chevrus equation, right? So Raiden is important. But if you're doing a Polearm Only account and you don't have Hutao at all, you're choosing C1 Raiden or Hutao. The weird thing is, like, if you already have Arlecchino on a Polearm Only account, Hutao has a lot less use cases where you'd need to use her. So quite frankly, you could skip her, I would say, on a Polearm account very easily. But if you don't have Arlecchino, Hutao is very meaningful and is still a competent option. But, Hutao cannot vape consistently on this account, and she's very much a unit designed to trigger Vaporize on her charge attacks, right? And you can't do that. We can do like one instance of it. It's like, yeah. So, whereas Arlecchino's made to get very good damage without triggering reactions, and that makes her just a lot better than Hutao in this account. She is not just 100% better than Hutao in every way, shape, or form, but in this kind of account, on Polearms Only, she definitely is. So it depends on the characters you already have. But I don't know. C1 Raiden as far as C1 Raiden versus C0 Hutao. Point being, depends if you have Arlecchino, and depends if you want to get C2 Raiden eventually. So, yep. You love Raiden, but you hate Overload? That's a you problem. We have 160 resin. We should go spend that quick. Quit? What was that word? Quicked? When do we get the anniversary mail? Apparently on September 28th, if random people on my Discord server are to be believed. So yeah, that's a 10. I don't know if it's coming in one day or if they're splitting it across multiple days like they do sometimes. But next week, basically, and it's probably split across multiple days. They usually do that. So, worst case scenario, we'll probably hit pity with that temple, I suspect. But we should also be able to get to pity, I feel like, before hitting that point. But we'll see. I did not get that yet, so good luck in getting C6. I mean, I don't technically need luck because it doesn't matter to me. It doesn't matter to me whether or not we actually get C6. It's just up to the gacha gods. It's a 50-50. If we get C6, we get C6. We will get a 5-star. And if we get a guarantee for Eon Sun, sweet. That should make it, more likely for us to, I don't know, get Eon Sun's weapon. Assuming they're a 5-star, we don't know that yet. Get Eon Sun's weapon, or get Eon Sun constellations if we want them, right? So I have no, or maybe Madame Pink is a Polearm unit that she's rumored to release this year and might be a Polearm unit and might be before Eon Sun. We have no idea. Eon Sun might be the Siege Queen of Natlan and not releasing until freaking version 5.8. Who the heck knows? So a year from now. Anyways, claim the garbage. I am tempted to buy the battle pass, but like I don't like buying the battle pass if the materials aren't useful, right? Like the only, to be clear, the value that extra more and Heroes Oats would have on Polearms Only would be leveling non-Polearm characters for the purpose of being able to challenge more Imaginative Theaters, right? Like it could technically be smart for me to level up all of my non-Polearm units for theater, but like I also just hate the idea of leveling up everyone. Like I've only been leveling characters on a case-by-case basis of, okay, let's decide to level up these specific characters to challenge this specific theater. I don't really like the idea of just leveling every unit to 70 for theater right now. It just, look, I hate it. I hate every time I have to put resources in non-polearm units in this account. So, yeah, I know the 5.0 battle pass includes the elixir, though. That's what I was actually going to finish saying, is like, you know, the elixir makes me tempted. Like, I'm tempted. And it would also get me to, you know, clearing or pity faster. But enough money has been spent on this account. I don't want to. That's my choice, right? So we're gonna do this the hard way. We're gonna grind it out. How much of this event can we do today? We may as well do this event. I don't normally do this is a combat event anyway. Sometimes these combat events can be kind of fun on Polearms Only, because, you know, they can be sometimes challenging to clear with only Polearm units. Sometimes, usually not, though. Not anymore. So, by the way, speaking of Polearms Only, like, when I did I kind of wish I did it, recorded it, but I did it on my phone, mostly. Kachina is, so when the game has, like, quests that lock you to using a specific character, if it's not a polearm character, then like, if you force you to use Traveler, obviously it's not a polearm character, but to complete the quest, I use Traveler, right? Like, I don't have any choice. But there's multiple points in the Natlan Archon quest that let you use Kachina, like, it's Kachina and Mualani at the same time. And, well, Mualani is not a polearm character, and they gave me a polearm character to use in the quest, so I just used Kachina. And let me tell you, using just Kachina when they gave you Mualani as, like, a way to deal with, like, the Pyro Elector, that took a long time. I had to restart, like, 3 times. I didn't realize until the second time that I could use food to heal Kachina, and after that point, I was like, it was not that bad. The second time, I was just too aggressive. But anyways, I should have recorded it. It could have been, like, a good YouTube short or something, but it was at nighttime, and I didn't want to make a bunch of noise waking up people in the house, so... Yeah, anyways, point is, yeah, that was painful, clearing the Archon quest with just Kachina, but I promise I did it, okay? You're just gonna have to trust me because I didn't record it, it was on my phone. But I guess I could have recorded on my phone now that I think about it, but, well, hindsight is 2020. Yep, anyways, don't recommend Kachina for only Pyro Elector. She does not do much application to get through Pyro Shields. Oh boy, that was a bit miserable. It didn't take that long, to be clear, but it definitely wasn't fast. Anyways, I need to take a drink of water. What do we... Oh, yeah. Wait, did I clean my dailies? I did, right? Yeah, I did. Okay. So we'll spend our resin, and then we will do the event. And then we will start exploring Natlan. And why Natlan? Because, I don't know, it's the new region. I'm familiar with it because I recently explored it on Polearms Only, or on my main account, not on Polearms Only. And the Ringle Dingles are valuable. They also, like, increase the Primo Gems you get from, like, leveling up with the sigils and whatever. And since our main part, like, what is Natlan is probably the most efficient to explore, time-wise, realistically. So we'll do that. Should you wait for Mavuika? I don't know what your preface question was because I missed it, Safi. But if you're asking whether or not you should wait for the Pyro Archon, I don't know. That depends what the Pyro Archon's kit looks like. With what I suspect it's going to be, it's very likely the Pyro Archon will be worthwhile, right? So you have school tomorrow and you're watching your live. I mean, sleep is for the weak. Or sleep during school. Everyone does it. This is a joke, by the way. You should not. Really? You should not prioritize, you know, my stupid streams over your well-being, please. Kinich I can get, but is he worth? Kinich. Do you like him? Kinich is very much a typical on-fielder. He's fairly strong, but I would say he's a typical on-fielder wherein, like, you know, if you have a bunch of other on-fielders that you still enjoy playing, right? It means you're not playing someone else if you're playing him. If you don't have a good amount of on-fielders and you wanted more on-field options, he can be a good option. But like he's very much you design the team around him normally. I made a video about using him for supportive utility on the support artifact set, the scroll set. He does have some supportive utility, which is cool, but it's also not that relevant, right? Like obviously his main use case is as an on-field carry. He stays on field for a long time. You design the whole team around trying to get extra use out of him. And if you're getting him, you're probably going to want the Pyro Archon, I suspect. Like that's definitely something I felt in my testing of him. The Pyro Archon will almost assuredly be very good for his teams and increasing his team options a bit. Weird. So, anyways, didn't really need to ride him there, but you know, whatever. We did this. This is the Arlecchino build. It's C6 in case you missed that whole spiel. Sure, I guess. I don't know. So, anyways, show all your 5 stars. It's a Polearm Only account. I have every Polearm character. I don't need to. The Pyro Archon, where she does not are yet. Why are you asking these questions? I can't like meaningfully evaluate for sure whether or not the Pyro Archon is worth it for an individual account or not without knowing it specifically. Like I can't answer that specific of a question. She will probably be worth it. I'd be surprised if Mihoyo so close. It was so close. I'd be surprised if Mihoyo made like her have a really niche kit. I will say that after completing the Archon quest, I can't fathom that she's fully an off-fielder. Like I think she will have some off-field component, right? But I'm kind of back to my theory of I think the most sensible thing they could do for the Pyro Archon skit for Mabuika's kit is if she's like kind of Pyro Raiden, right? Where I'm kind of back to my theory where it would make sense to me if she does a low amount of Pyro application off-field, but has high frequency hits. Therefore, she's very good for triggering Burgeons, which means she has easy access to low investment builds that can get utility out of her. Very good for like Kaniche. But I think she will do some supportive utility, right? So I think she will do something like a Raiden E. This is my current theory, and the reason this is now my current theory is because like they're not gonna do something so flavor fail wherein like the Pyro Archon is like just Pyro Farina, right? Pyro Farina that's doing like, you know, I don't know, 100% team-wide attack buffing and then doing her own off-field damage, Pyro damage with good Pyro application would be a very strong character. But it wouldn't make sense for this character. The most anime thing happened in the Natlan Archon quest with Mabuika, right? I'm not gonna say what it is just in case you haven't played it yet, but they're not gonna do that much of a flavor fail, making the Pyro Archon not have some kind of like very flashy on-field utility in some form. So hence why I think it might make sense for her to be a Pyro Raiden. So what I think is she's gonna do something like, let's say a 60% team-wide attack buff, right? Which would be quite strong. Doing 60% attack buff universally to all teammates would be very strong. It's definitely not Bennett level for an individual on-fielder, but its ability to benefit multiple characters off-field is relevant. She will have some off-field relevance. She will probably have meaningful off-field damage because if they just make her have like, you know, a Raiden E with coordinated attacks that does low application, it can still keep up Pyro application in conjunction with like your Dendro units or keep up enough Pyro application for, you know, whatever. It's not going to be high Pyro application, I bet. But having low application, high multiplier hits when it does apply can mean you can do like an off-field vaporize build. Like she can still contribute meaningful off-field damage. She can buff a little bit, still do supported things, still trigger Burgeon, but then she'll have something like a Raiden Burst, right? Not a copy of Raiden Burst. Not saying with like energy refunding or anything, but something like Raiden Burst, wherein, and maybe it'll be something like the team-wide attack buff might only apply after you burst on Mabuika or something, right? I could see them doing that, where the attack buff is only active for a time after bursting, and she might have a short field time burst that's really high damage output, like a Like, it might be, like, it'd be cool if the Pyro Archon had a very flashy short field time burst, kind of like Dia does, right? But more damage than Dia, probably, I would suspect. But I doubt, like, the Dia's probably still going to have her relevance with, like, her defensive utility, which has always been the way to make Dia most useful, is if you find the balance of, like, her defensive utility and something else with her. And then the Pyro Archon's going to be, like, a much stronger version of Dia, but doesn't have defensive utility, right? But instead has additional offensive utility, which is generally speaking more preferable to most people, right? So that's my current theory. Is she's going to do low pyro application, potentially very good for Burgeon. You could use the support artifacts on her, or you could use the DPS set on her. You know, you'll get some kind of like team-wide attack buff, but it's not going to be like a Bennett tier buff for any one character, but the total attack it gives to all teammates could be more valuable than Bennett if you have, you know, multiple units in the team that could value from an attack buff off field. And then we'll have a burst that does some kind of damage or whatever, or some other mechanism for doing meaningful damage on field, but it won't be required to use her on field. That's my theory, right? I think they're going to take what they learned from Raiden. I think they're going to take what they learned from like messing around with units like Chevreuse that are team-wide attack buffers in some form. And I think they're going to make her have modal utility, buffer, on-fielder, and low application, which means she's not going to like be Xiangling, right? She's not going to have Xiangling application. For like, she's not going to solo enable Hydro units to vaporize, like every Hydro unit in the game to vaporize. She might enable Mualani to vaporize, so that's because Mualani needs very little pyro. We'll see though. My suspicion is the Pyro Arc, that they are going to do an intended combo of like where you don't have to use these two characters together, but I bet you, I'm gonna just place my bet. There's too many little things hinting at like, oh, the Pyro Traveler is going to be significant, and Pyro Traveler is going to apply a meaningful amount of pyro. They might only apply a meaningful amount of pyro, though, when paired with the Pyro Archon. Like, there might be some weird, stupid gimmick to their kit that Pyro Archon or Pyro Traveler could be usable, but, like, their intention might be you can have a really strong pyro application, or it'll be like a new 2-unit pyro core that's not Bennett and Xiangling, and instead it's Mavuika and Pyro Traveler. That's my theory, right? And Pyro Traveler might be able to apply a lot of pyro from off-field, but they're going to have like low multipliers, right? Like, because part of what Xiangling is strong about is like she can have, this is not that high of a multiplier, but it's a high enough multiplier with other ways to amplify pyro damage, and she always applies pyro with her burst that this can hit for a lot of damage. Pyro Traveler might have, I don't know, let's look at, do I have Charlotte in this count? No. But Charlotte Burst has like a coordinated attack, or has like an off-field damage or whatever that does like 11% multiplier. Right? Pyro Traveler could do a lot of pyro application, but very low multiplier without, you know, some other gimmick being fulfilled. So that's my theory. I'm back to this line of thought where the Pyro Archon will not apply much pyro, but they'll do other things that are relevant, and the Pyro Traveler, maybe in conjunction with Pyro Archon, will be a lot of pyro. Anyways, that was a big old yap. I think it was worth mentioning because that's just now my theory. I feel more confident about that having done the story now. All right, what are we looking at for things here? Did I get any artifacts that were relevant? I don't think I did. I didn't actually pay that much attention. Mualani got fixed. What's your thoughts? I mean, it's not surprising. It kind of, like, with how jank it was in some contexts. Like, to be clear, she's still gonna miss for some people. I do think there is a meaningful number of people that are probably blaming some issues Mualani is having on, and I'm not saying it's only a skill issue, but I do think they're blaming some of the issues Mualani has with the fact that they're just not paying attention to what enemies are doing. But there is also definitely a lot of instances where Mualani misses, and it's just like, what? How did that miss, right? And that seems, oh yeah, I got that. And that, I think, is what they're fixing, right? They're going to fix those stupid instances where she probably misses her damage when, you know, the enemy was standing still. So I still have that. That's funny. I guess, I don't know. We'll level these. I probably have the XP. So, anyways. What? Did I just log a 4-star piece? No, I don't think I need that. I mean, that can be a valuable set, by the way. Like, if you're doing something like, I don't know, solo Pyro Xiangling, just need her for Pyro application for Mualani. Hey, maybe keep her 2-piece ER pieces and 4-star pieces. It's the targeting getting fixed. Yes, that's what I was talking about. Wow, that could actually be an upgrade. By upgrade I mean an upgrade for Emily. The reason it can be an upgrade is because of the attack percent. It's highly unlikely, to say the least, if you don't notice. But it's possible. It's possible. Yeah, we got a different Dendro Goblet lately. We can get rid of that. I'm gonna have to compare that later. I'm pretty sure it's not an upgrade, but it also actually might be. I'm not sure. Don't undervalue attack percent on her. Like my Emily build looks extremely good, I would say. But then what's kind of surprising, this is actually the most surprised I've been. Like, that's a really good piece, right? This is, wow, 34 crit damage. And then, and I want to give an asterisk. I don't really care that much about this, but I'm going to mention it as a point of comparison. I think Akasha is flawed. I'm going to mention Akasha. But anyways, this Dendro Goblet is relatively relatable, but it's still like not a bad Dendro Goblet, and especially with how freaking good my other pieces are. Like, yeah, 13 crit rate, right? Like, wow, these are really good artifacts, right? This is a really good Emily build. It's really good. It's only like top 15. Last I checked, it was like top 13% on Akasha. Versus my Deepwood build on my main account on Emily, which has a worse crit ratio, but has a lot more attack percent and substats, is, I think, top 3%, right? And this artifact set slightly beats out Deepwood. So that's interesting in the context of Emily. I think Akasha is being stupid, to be clear, with Emily leaderboards, and I don't think you should really judge your Emily build based on Akasha leaderboards, especially because Akasha does not factor in the value of energy recharge. Like, Akasha is treating energy recharge as a dead stat on the Emily leaderboards, which is extraordinarily stupid. But yeah, somehow this build is not even top 10%, right? Which is weird. I didn't expect that for how good the artifacts are. And my point with this is this having attack percent actually might increase the ranking meaningfully. It's similar-ish in, like, what is this roll? How many rolls is this? 4. This is 5, 6 lines of crit, right? This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 lines of stats that are directly improving her damage, right? With the additional ER roll. This is 6 lines of stats that are improving her damage. This piece might technically be better than this piece for Emily's damage, ignoring the value of energy recharge. I do like, even with her signature weapon, refunding energy, I do like having extra energy on Emily. I switched my build on my main account even to from like 105 ER build to 125 ER build, because I noticed some teams where I was playing her solo Dendro, I would just situationally want her burst up sooner. And that's partly just because, like, she has this weird 13.5 second cooldown burst, where, like, in the context of a normal 20-second rotation when you have her signature weapon, usually you just don't need any energy on her with this weapon. But sometimes, like, you just flexibly want to use her burst again because of a new rotation or new enemies spawning, right? Like, I actually think it is very valuable to build a little bit of extra energy for that situational utility of how enemies spawn, them being in different locations. Like, you will have situations with Emily where you want to burst sooner rather than like waiting to restart a full rotation, right? It's one of those things where if you're spreadsheet impacting, you don't see the value of it, but when you're actually playing the game, you realize the value of it, in my opinion. No, you don't need 300 ER. And this is the same reason kind of like why I felt like an emblem build Emily actually worked pretty well on the catch when I made a video about that. So anyways, yap. Point is, this Emily build is extremely good, but still doesn't rank very well on Akasha. And technically that feather might be better. Don't undervalue attack percent. Like, this actually might be better than this piece, and it doesn't look that way. So anyways. I actually would have been much happier with this, by the way, if it was a piece for Arlecchino, because it would have just been an upgrade for Arlecchino. Oh, I'm sad. That could have gotten me, like, my Arlecchino's currently, like, I think top 145, and I'm a nutcase, and I think it would be a crowning achievement of Polearms Only to have the #1 Arlecchino spot in one of the Arlecchino leaderboards. It doesn't make sense to do that. Do not aim for a number 1 spot on Kasha. It's insane. It's stupid. You're competing with people spending $10 a day on resin. Like insane people. Don't do it. But I'm insane. So, you know. What was that other? There was another freaking. There's a 4-line. Yeah, a 4-line high roll. This is not going to be an upgrade for Emily. Well, okay. It's possible. Technically, it's possible. It's no longer possible. It's no longer possible. It would have had to do like all crit rolls, and would have probably had to be high rolls. So, yeah. Yeah, people that say Navia doesn't need ER are crazy. Yes. Okay. I don't even know why I'm bothering. If it doesn't roll crit again, it's going to trash. What do I do with this? I don't even think I'd do anything with this if it rolls crit entirely. Like if it rolled EM as the last line, it'd be like a cracked off piece, but I'm pretty... Like, I have a weird effect of this... Oh my god. I swear to god, if it rolls into crit damage again, I'm going to have another 30-something crit damage piece on this feather. It'll be like the 3rd feather I have that is like this. Okay. It technically rolled a little bit more balanced. Is it 40? I don't even know. I think it low rolled a little bit. It doesn't even matter. It is 40. Barely. Wow. Yay. Yeah, that's the state this account is in. Like, you see how many unequipped artifacts I have? That, like, it doesn't matter when I get a 40 CVPs. It's just like, okay, cool. It just doesn't do anything for the account. So, it's why technically, again, it makes more sense to, like, put resources into leveling freaking characters for stupid theater or something. I don't know. But I don't know. Yeah, it's a good off piece. I don't know for who. I'm not gonna throw it away. But also, like, I have so many off pieces in this set at this point. Like, do I need this? Probably not. I'm just gonna unlock this, honestly, at this point. I just got 2 new, potentially good off pieces. This piece can go in the trash, in my opinion. Yeah, I also have this. Like, why do I need this and this? Like, ooh, it has 2% more crit rate. Ooh, yay. So, anyways, yeah. There we go. Cool. Maybe I'll find a use for it someday. TM. Team for Dia having a burning set. Any team where she's burning? Or there's burning happening with any consistency? Which is to say, a lot of potential teams with Emily. So, anyways. Wow, I've been streaming for like 47 minutes and haven't done any exploration. Good job, me. Good job. Productive. This is why I did the exploration video and not live stream. Do I play at 60 FPS? Yeah, of course. Of course. Feather off pieces are what you don't want to have for a 5-piece. Yeah. Or feather off pieces are for when you don't want to have a 5-piece. Yes. Yeah. I don't know. That piece is likely to never be relevant realistically. Oh, we can get a Shrine of the Depths key already. How exciting. Yep, we'll offer 20. Didn't even try to do that. Look, progress. Is 130 ER good for Navia? Probably in double geo teams, yeah. Probably. What's the reason behind C6 Raiden? Because the game has given us C5 Raiden without me very intentionally. Like, the reason we got C1 to C3 Raiden was because Chevrolet. And, like, to be clear, I would have liked to go for C2 Raiden eventually, but if Chevrolet, again, didn't run on Raiden's banner originally, which obviously that was their plan, but in the hypothetical where Chevrolet didn't, let's go to this shrine. Oh, I didn't have this waypoint. That's annoying. Okay. In the hypothetical where Raiden didn't run, right, with Chevrolet, I would have gone for C6 Chevrolet and not gotten C1 to C3 Raiden. And then Toma now ran with Raiden, and I had C1 Toma. I wanted Toma, or did I have C2? I don't know. No, yeah, I had C2. And, like, Toma was only on the banner realistically because of Kanich. Like, they needed to add a 4-star that was synergistic with him in some form. So, you know, and I wanted Toma's C6. And, like, when am I ever going to have a better opportunity for Toma's C6 than with Raiden the banner? And then, LOL, here's 2 more Raiden constellations. So, I don't know what to tell you. Now we're just doing it because it's funny. Not because it's useful, just because it would be funny. It would be funny to wind up with only C5 Raiden, so it's fine if we lose the 50-50, and then I can save that guarantee. And it would also be funny if we have C6 Raiden without even really trying that hard to get it, right? So, anyways, just a weird side effect ultimately of playing on a Polearm Only account. Let's go wreck this boy. But yeah, most of the content is not done on in Natland, so you know we should be able to get an easy. I don't know, we'll say like we'll be conservative and say like 20 pulls from Natland exploration in relatively short order. Not today necessarily, but if I could end the video with one more 10 pull, that would make me happy. So, you know, going look at all the goodies. We'll double check those instructor's pieces just because I don't know. I don't really need instructor's pieces that often on Polearms Only, but sometimes I do put Candace on it. I meant to filter the set instructors. Don't forget to check your instructor's pieces. It's a 3-line. Look at this instructor's piece. Like this is the dream. Well, this is not the dream. The dream instructor's piece is like this amount of ER plus maybe a crit rate roll instead, because then it's like it makes Fab more useful too. Like man. Anyways, like these are the ER is what you want on these instructor's pieces ultimately. So goblets are the most miserable, annoying little turds for instructors' goblets. If you get an EM goblet, watch for those. Otherwise, just anything with ER substat. Same thing with circlets. Crit rate is valuable. Again, ER substat. But just ER substat in general, EM main stat could be valuable. ER substat, right? Healing bonus, there might be situations we need it. This, I don't even know why I locked it. It was probably a 3-line and it was double crit and I thought it was funny. Another one, LOL. Yep. Anyways. ER. It's all ER on instructors. That's what you do. Alrighty. What did that put us at? 419 primogems already. And I haven't even really tried to do anything. That's like 3 wishes, right? No, that's like 2. 480 is 3 wishes. My bad. Either way. We're close to 5 wishes already. We only need to grind a little bit more than a 10 pull. We'll go get this. Yeah, I think we'll focus on this area because I think this area is relatively easy to focus on. I think we'll go into this area too, do this quest, because that takes us to the above ground area. We can get some things. We can do this island quick. There's all kinds of things we can do here relatively quickly, I think. Speaking of, actually, since we're right here, I think there's a challenge thing we can do. He'll get 1 Raiden and 1 Xylonen in the same temple. That would be impressive, considering Xylonen is neither released yet, nor is that possible when they're not on the same banner. But, you know. C1 Xylonen or R1 Xylonen right now? I mean, the weapon is still, as far as a per wish investment level goes, even with what it changed on it, it's still probably less risky to go for. Especially if you want to like DPS Xylonen, because you know, you might get Chiori's sword, and Chiori's sword, I'm pretty sure Chiori's sword is better if you want to do like plunge Xylonen, for example. Do I have my calcs open still actually? Wait, no, never mind. I'm not gonna show calcs because it's possible I get like striked from Mihoyo by showing like Xylonen's profile picture or something. But I was doing calcs with my artifacts, with Cloud Retainer, C1 Cloud Retainer, not C2. And with, oh, I just missed that immediately. Good job, me. And with C0 Xylonen, to be clear, I don't know exactly how many plunges you can get out. And also you can do plunge Xylonen without Cloud Retainer, which is kind of cool, but Cloud Retainer is big buff, so, you know, yeah. Yeah, DPS Xylonen is kind of weird. I'm not gonna get in-depth talking about it, but point being, I can get like 100k plunges on the craftable weapon. I missed it again. Oh god, that better not make me... I'm busy yapping. Better not make me lose the full rewards. But yeah, so we'll see. Did I miss that? I swear to god if I missed that. I think I might have lost the S rank, and you need S rank for the precious chest thing. Okay, whatever. Where are you figuring out those numbers? It's a damage calculator linked in the description. You can go and input your artifacts and configure what enemy you're against. You can configure all your buffs, etc., and see what hypothetical damage you should see. But you have to configure everything properly. You gotta know what you're doing. It's not gonna magically do it for you. Oh, nice, I did. So good. It's not gonna magically do it for you. But, you know, Xylonen can get pretty dang good pledge damage. It's the most compelling way to DPS her. Yeah, and that's with the craftable, right? So, with, you know, Chiori's weapon or her weapon, obviously it should be a little bit more damage. I don't think it's going to be very crazy, though, in a way that's worth going for. But I don't know. If you really like Xylan, then maybe it's worth going for. But at the same time, the smartest decision ultimately is getting C0 Xylan and then saving your wishes from Avuika, right? That's probably a better spending your wishes, almost assuredly. But maybe not. I don't know. It depends what the Pyro Archon skill looks like. There's a chest over there. Let's go get this waypoint quick. And then this is annoying me. That's a reputation quest. I don't give you Prima Gems, but so, you know, and yeah, Fav is great on Xylan and for supportive utility. Like, as far as supportive buffing goes, you know, don't undervalue the fact that energy can give you extra damage, right? Energy can convert to extra damage by, it just isn't damage bonus. So, like, how much better is Xylan's weapon for supportive buffing utility than Fav? I don't think it's enough that it's worth going for, but at the same time, it is a supportive weapon that can buff many units in the game rather than, you know, just buffing one character. And maybe it's more worthwhile because of that. I don't know. It depends on the state of your account. Most likely, I would advise not wishing on the weapon banner. Where did the thing go, by the way? Or no, I think I have to go over here, right? It just doesn't show in my inventory. I think it just pops up after I go over here. Yeah, okay. I need to go find a dude to inhabit. Where's the waypoint? Oh no, I can just start it? Okay. Fav is almost as meta as Virgin, yeah. So, anyways. And C1 Xylan is just more for more exploration utility. And do I have what oh, I do have an Azure ring already. Yeah, perfect. Not that I need the Sanctum Elixir that badly, but if I get one, I will probably... I might use it, actually. I might try to use it for a... it's not really worth it to do it, but we might try to use it for Arlecchino. Because I'm insane. Yeah, give me my one Prima Gem. You're saving me for Chiori and Xylan. I don't have to save. Like, keep in mind, like, I'm doing... Like, I have... For a while, I was still trying to practice, you know, what I preach. But I have since transitioned to being comfortable with, you know, the fact that I'm a content creator. It makes sense for me to try to get characters to be able to make more content. And hence, God dang it, brain. Hence why, you know, I'm doing video, like, I can make money by polling for characters, right? Like, my relationship to deciding for polling for characters is a bit different. There are instances of things like, I would have wished for C6 Chevreuse, and I didn't spend any money to wish for C6 Chevreuse, right? If I wasn't a content creator, because I like Chevreuse enough, I use her enough, I would feel the value of C6 that, like, I knew I wanted it. It was worth the risk for me, right? So there are decisions I make that are still, like, normalist decisions. Did I not hit that? Okay. But when it comes to, like, getting mostly, particularly new 5 stars, I can just do a video. What does X amount of dollars get me? God dang it. It launched me before I clicked the button. You know, what does X amount of dollars get me on Xylan's banner? And I will get Xylan, right? I don't need to save for it. Wow, that was really bad. But if you're asking, would I? Why did it exit my dude? Where's the... What? I have to go all the way over there? Bruh. Ugh. Why you do this, Mario? Just got screwed up once. Can I? No. I'm gonna drown. So, anyways, bro. They just gone. don't remember what I was saying anymore. Oh yeah, like when it's don't hey, there's a dude. Don't project like my decisions I make for wishing onto your account. But if I had a normal account, right, and I was playing Genshin, I can tell you I almost assuredly I might have pulled from Mualani because she was interesting, but I'm like only I would like if I had a normal account I wouldn't have done that. I got C6 Raiden without going into pity, right? I got lucky, but you know I wouldn't have done that extra 10 pull for content, right? For Kanich, if I didn't feel like I could make a Kanich video, right? I could give my thoughts on Kanich, have Kanich to mess around with in the future if people ask questions about him, whatever. Right, like I would have stopped at pity there and then saved that pity for Xylonin, right? I would have saved what I had for Xylonin if I wasn't a content creator, because ultimately she's a unit that, you know, is useful for buffing many existing characters or future characters. And on-fielders have to do something really compelling or seem really, really fun for me to make me feel like I'd actually want them. And I think Mualani was interesting enough of an on-fielder that it's likely I would have gone for. Kanich, I've talked about before how I don't think is designed in a way that I really cared for. Like, his gimmick is interesting. I'm glad they made a unit like him. But at the same time, he is not a unit I feel like I will get that meaningful value out of, right? For the cost of acquiring him, because I have so many other on-fielder options that I prefer playing most of the time already. Let's make sure we do this properly this time, by the way. So yeah, supportive units or off-fielders tend to be what I would prioritize pulling for if I wasn't taking a content perspective on pulling for things, right? It is what it is. I clicked there. I don't know if I got that one. I think I heard the sound effect for that one. Those ones where you have the booster at the same time of these things, you have to click and like it launches you though before like you hit it. So you have to like, oh my god, that one was just a brain fart. You have to click. I swear to God, if this. Please. Okay. Kill me. Just, the point is like these are poorly designed in my opinion. I'm sorry. Like. You shouldn't have to click at different times for those different things. It feels jank. That's what I would say. It doesn't feel very good. It feels like a poorly designed minigame. That's all I can say. Yes, it's a skill issue. Mostly that happened because I was yapping. But when they're putting these things right with the boosters and the boosters activate before you're actually inside of them visually, it doesn't feel very good, you know, for what happens on screen relative to when I input, right, is what it feels like to me. It's not the worst thing in the world, but it is a little bit time wasting and annoying when you're busy yapping. Right, like I had to click so much earlier than it feels like I should have to for that one. Compared to the, like, this one in the air, right? Or that one. I have to click right here. Which is so weird. Like, it's not what I have to do for the other one. And I only have to do that because the stupid booster triggers before I even hit it. So, anyway, I don't think it's super great design-wise, but there we go, I did it. They're literally rip-off Subway Surfers. You know, Subway Surfers is just like a rip-off game in the first place. Like, the genre of, like, on-the-rails, auto-moving games is, like, like, I'm sure there's an origin for it, to be clear. But, like, as far as ripping off goes, like, it's not the most inventive of a core game concept in the first place. I don't think it's necessarily a ripoff. It's just a very simple game concept of an on-the-rails auto-moving experience where you have very limited input and you like jump up and down or you slide, like Temple Run, Subway Surfers, Jetpack Joyride, whatever frick. They're all the same things. They're all the exact same game on a fundamental level. So, Temple Run might have been the first, maybe, I don't know. Temple Run might have been the first popularized one. I almost assure you that that game archetype, like, existed as a baseline idea in some form as, like, I don't know, can you count Battletoads? Battletoads might be the origin of it. Like, I would say Battletoads is almost similar, I think, from what I recall of Battletoads. Like, I am 90% sure is my point, that there are... What the hell do I do here? Oh yeah, I have to go to Yoshi. I see. Where's the Yoshi, though? I killed it. I am 90% sure that there is, like, an older game that is, like, an on-the-rails kind of thing that these games were inspired by. Right? So, you know, they're all copying each other, and that's fine. That's how games do. When it comes to very simple game concepts, that's fine. They're just auto runners is probably the simple way to describe them. Sonic 3D had one, yeah. I'm surprised I wasn't Sylveon saying that little factoid. Sylveon, what was the first Sonic game that had an auto-running mechanic? I mean, you could argue many portions of Sonic games are auto-runners. Like, when you, like, get pushed off of a boost pad, right? It starts moving for you. It's not... The entire game is definitely... Sonic games are not entirely auto-runners, but you could argue portions of them are. Right? So, anyways. Oh, yeah, Zloifit, by the way. I didn't even talk about that yet. I kind of forgot about that factor. Like... I didn't spend money, right, to get anything, but Zloifit had, during Emily's banner, Zloifit, I don't know why Zloifit did this, I told him not to, but whatever. Zloifit gave some Prima Gems. The entirety of Sonic Forces is an auto-runner. I hate Sonic Forces. Yeah, so Zloifit gave some Prima Gems to Polearms Only a while ago for, like, trying to get Emily. And then I got Emily basically without having to spend any of the Prima Gems they gave. I got Emily a C2 and like 20 pulls. And then I was like, well, okay. So almost all the Prima Gems that Zloifit gave we used for Kachina. But we didn't end up getting a 5-star when wishing for Kachina Constellations, right? We just got like 2 copies of Kachina. Can you get down, sir? Like, excuse me. That didn't hit. Oh my god. There we go, that hit. I was stubborn, I didn't want to climb up there. So, you know, technically like 60 of the, our ability to, the gene we got, for example, right? Like, we technically wouldn't be at C5 Raiden, I think. We'd be at C4 Raiden and very close to C5 Raiden, I think, if Zloifit hadn't given wishes that we use on Kachina's banner. But, like, I don't know, doesn't matter. I didn't spend money, okay? It would have felt rude to not use the Prima Gems at all. So, I don't know. I guess technically some money was spent for C6 Raiden now that I think about it, right? But, I don't know, it's fine. Considering how meaningless Raiden constellations are, I think it's fine. So, yeah. So yeah, I'm glad we got some Kachina constellations, by the way. Even though C2 Kachina is, like, not as... C2 Kachina is really weird. I don't get what their point was. The problem is like, okay, you would think to maximize the value of C2 Kachina, what, like, the beneficial thing about C2 Kachina is that you can cast her burst and it will put her into Night Soul state, and her burst immediately does damage. So her burst, you can cast her burst basically, and immediately trigger the scroll set, right? That's the valuable thing about her C2. The problem is, if you do her burst first, you need to do her skill after the fact to get additional 60 Night Soul points, right? Like, she regains 20 Night Soul points, but if you want to get the additional 60, you need to cast her skill still. But when you... Let's see if I have her burst up. When you have her C2... where is she? Why am I scrolling down? It's a Polearms Only, can't get doofus. There we go. Yeah. So, when you do her burst, right, and then do her skill, She jumps on the thing. She doesn't recast her skill. You have to wait until her Night Soul points go away to be able to redo her skill. Which is to say, you don't want to do burst into skill. You want to do skill into burst. And you might say, why is that a problem? Well, it's a problem because her C2 gives her some 20 Night Soul points. So, like there's these 20 Night Soul points don't do anything because she maxes out at 60 Night Soul points, right? Her meter is maxed out when you cast her skill in the first place. So the 20 Night Soul points part of it doesn't do anything. Like, I thought what her C2 did was made her do an additional instance of skill damage, right? Like, you could do E into Q and then do an additional instance of skill damage. But it doesn't. The only way it does is if you wait for the ground pound to happen once and then cast her burst. Which is stupid. Like, you don't want to have to do that for your supportive off-field unit. To, like, arbitrarily wait extra field time. Like, I don't get why they didn't just, like, increase the cap to 80 points with her C2. So, like, I don't know, is the intention for her C2 to, like, use her, like, do this with her, do ground pound, and then do her burst and get one instance of extra? Like, it's so meh. Like, it does nothing, is my point. Like, I misunderstood this originally. It does nothing to meaningfully fix her like, DPS utility or whatever. It's just confusing. I don't get what they were going for with her C2. Yeah, weird clunky Natlan stuff is indeed really annoying. I don't get it. The only value it really has is that you can just press Q on... You could do a burst focus build on Kachina, press Q, it'll trigger the Natlan artifact set, and you switch off. So C2 could let you do a version of Kachina where you build just to press Q and then you switch off of her. You'd never press E in the first place, right? That is the value of C2, I feel like, but you need a really heavy ER build to do that. Like, this build probably can do it, right? Probably, maybe. I don't know. Well, no, because she's not generating energy, so this build probably can do it. So, whatever, it's fine. Weird character is my point, but still useful. I'm glad she exists as a very low investment option for some damage buffing in the game, but weird character. That's all I can say.
Stay close.
She needs around 230 for that. Yeah, that seems relatively accurate. It's doable, but you know, awkward. All right, we got the things here. Let's just we're gonna go mosey on over this way. We'll get some chests along the way. I think this island is done. Caps lock. Island done. And then I don't think this island is done. This island I'm pretty sure is not done. There's like a whole thing to do here with a chain of little puzzles thing with the NPCs. I think there was a chest over this way somewhere. We'll go get those chests. We'll go do this island over here. I think this island supposedly might count for the mountain area, but that's fine. Yeah, I know there's a lot of hidden chests for different things. But to get their design credit though, like I didn't use the interactive map for 100. Well, okay, other than the one challenge thing I looked up. And I also I think looked up one of the minor thing, but it wasn't a chest. I forgot what it was. Oh no, I looked up the sigil turn-in unlock, which was false information. I was misinformed. I didn't even have to do that. It's a waste of time. Technically, the one instance I used the interactive map to 100% Natlan on my main account for that video, the time that I saved doing that was extremely minor, and I then lost time from being misinformed about the sigil turn-in, needing to do the Archon quest to unlock. You don't actually have to do the Archon quest to unlock this. You can just walk up to it. So anyways, what was I trying to say? Oh yeah, I think the Natlan is pretty well designed as far as its hidden chests. Like, you know, like there's a hidden chest you would say in doing the thing with the puzzles over here, right? But it's more just like it's obvious hidden chests in that the NPC is saying, you know, oh, I really wish I could get these birds back on land. And gee, I wonder what happens if you get the birds back on land, right? So, anyways, I think it was Natlan was quite well designed. Is my point. It was a surprisingly smooth experience to 100% it. without using the interactive map, and I think that indicates it being well designed. I don't think this has been used. This little arena has been used for anything yet. I'm assuming, I don't know, there's gonna be a cube here in the future. Maybe, I don't know. Is there any elemental cube they haven't done? There's a cryo cube, there's a pyro cube, there's an electro cube, there's a dender cube. There's an anima cube. There's a geo cube. There's a local legend here. Oh, I've never fought it. I never fought it. Oh, you have to break the crystals? Alright, let's fight it. Let's fight it. Let's see, is this... Wait, let's... Please. Is this... It's even near a waypoint. Is this finally the testing dummy that I've been dreaming of? I'm gonna guess no, because there's electro things. Which means I won't be able to test, like, anything against it. It's probably gonna have permanent electro aura. Here's a turtle. If this doesn't have... It looks electro. It's gotta have electro on it, right? Is this gonna be the perfect testing dummy for me, but it doesn't have electro on it? Wait, is this the testing dummy I've always dreamed of? Is it real? Is it real? I should have not used Raiden. He gets a shield. Figures. Okay. It's still, I think, the best one. I think it's the best testing dummy we got, because... Can anyone clarify for me? Does this trigger... I don't want to do that. Ow. Does this trigger specifically at half health? That was definitely a skill issue. It's a reflect shield. Oh, well, that's not what I was asking. And that might be explaining why I took so much damage. It's after a set amount of time. Ugh. Okay. I don't know. It still might be the best. Why? Mahoyo, just add a damage dummy turtle in the game. It frustrates me so much that the turtles that they made in the first place don't show damage numbers when you hit them. Like, every time, man. Every time they do one that's, like, so close. And then... Okay, I'm just gonna redo this. Every time they do one that's so close, like, I don't suspect I will use that as a damage dummy, but maybe, I don't know. It might be doable. Set amount of hits. It's 34 hits. Okay, that's interesting. That might make it more usable as a damage dummy then. Weird. I don't really want to switch Zhongli to a more defensive build for this, but we can switch to at least Emily.
I'm quite flattered.
Raiden is only in his team because I was taking a thumbnail before the video and to yap about Raiden at the start, so, you know. Interesting. If it appears after 34 hits, that is interesting. But it does mean, like, some teams will just proc it into its mode very fast. Oh, you can see the meter going up, right? So you can see, like, Emily just immediately put it into, now it's going to go shield mode, right? Which makes it not great, but the fact that there's a little bit of time before the shield generates too means it's still not the worst damage dummy. Like, it still might be the best one. Just really awkward situationally.
I will have order. Laid bare.
So I absorb. Interesting. Yeah, the fact that it takes some time before okay. The fact that it takes some time before he does the generates the shield makes it so he stands in place for a while, right? Lets you just whack on him. He might have resistance to electro, which might be a problem. I would not be surprised if he had higher resistance to electro. So, yeah, interesting. Just do your support setup before combat. No. Like, you do realize like a really important part of like teams functioning and testing teams functioning is like getting your hits on your support so you can get energy. Like, I need to hit them with my supports to be able to see things. And like, I want to test the whole team's functioning. Not hitting the enemy with some of my team's damage. Setting up things that, like, it's not, my goal is not to have an enemy that I get 5 billion damage from. That's not what I mean by testing. I mean actually testing. You don't do pre-setup if you want to test. Pre-setup is if you want to get a screenshot. I'm not trying to get a screenshot. I'm trying to test. No, the capybara is shit garbage because you can't see anything it does. It has terrible cues, and you need poise to break it from doing anything. There's multiple teams I tried to go test against the capybara that didn't have meaningful enough poise breaking to be able to knock him out of his ass wiggle stage, and that means that you can't really test with that dude, or you gotta start dodging. And like, you can play better against him. I might use it still in the future, but it's really not great. It's really not great. Also, he whacks for like 15,000 damage, even without doing the charge attacks too. So like, this was the closest to ideal that there has been, and you know, functionally this is a damage dummy with whatever like the half HP amount is. Well, not even the half HP amount. It's a damage dummy for like 1 rotation. This was what this is, I guess. So like, this is at least really useful because like I can test like energy rotations very easily without having to worry about what the enemy is doing. This is the best one we've had for doing simple testing for a rotation, which is enough to see, you know, if you get enough energy for the next rotation. It's enough to see what your damage for one rotation is, with the asterisks of I'm assuming it has electro resistance, but maybe it doesn't. So, anyways, I just want one. Like, if that turtle was just like make that turtle 5 times tankier, and then it just does nothing but sit there, and like, that's perfect, right? That's what we need. That's all I want. Or just add a testing mode like Zenless has. It's not that hard. That works too. Alright, anyways, let's go do the start of this quest. Very interesting team choice. It's a Polearms Only account. Zhongli is here because it's Zhongli. He will keep me alive a little bit. Emily's here because Emily, good. Easy, press E, get damage. And Candace is here because Hydro, good for big number on Arlecchino if I want it. Yep. If you think Candace is not a good teammate with C6 with Arlecchino, you're missing out. Not that you need C6 Candace to make Arlecchino work, obviously, but Candace is a very good teammate for Arlecchino. So you saying this is an interesting team choice is weird when it's like perfectly functional. We're not trying to hyper-optimize things here. Normally, though, I do not play Emily with Hydro on this account, at least. But, because obviously trying to vape on Arlecchino and keep up Emily is not something easy to do. But it's more an either-or situation in this context, not a both. I don't need to do both. All right. Don't think this quest had very much dialogue, but I want to get into the next area. Also, at the end of the quest, the quest gives, I think, like 40-ish primos. It's not that long. And you also get the chests in between. And you also get a Lux chest at the very end, so, you know. How do you apply a Hydro with Candace when Arlecchino has Pyro Infusion? You're not applying Hydro with her Infusion. You're applying Hydro with her C6. She does waves of normal attack, or of Hydro damage when you switch 3 instances of Hydro when you switch characters, which basically gets your initial Hydro on you, on enemies, and then you get the AoE Hydro when with her C6 every few seconds from doing normal attacks. Arlecchino's application rate of Pyro matches up pretty much perfectly for Candace to apply Hydro before you do Pyro application on Arlecchino, and then you can vape on Arlecchino's hits, right? And there is nuance to it where you want to, when new enemies spawn or switching to a new target, you oftentimes want to like switch off of Arlecchino, switch back into Arlecchino to overwrite some Pyro Aura sometimes, but yeah, it works pretty well. You do with Arlecchino C2 that I have, because Arlecchino C2 causes an additional instance of Pyro application. I do have to vape consistently with Arlecchino and Candace together. I have to do a jump cancel after doing her charge attack, because her charge attack, otherwise, if I don't do that, her charge attack will apply Pyro and use some of the Hydra Aura, and then the Pyro instance from C2 would then use the second bit of Pyro, Hydra Aura, and then I wouldn't have any Hydra for normal attack vaping, so I have to do a jump cancel with C2 specifically. But yeah. Let's demonstrate it. Right. See, got vapes. If I didn't do that jump cancel, the Hydra would have ran out and I wouldn't have vaped normal attack. Can you do the triple vape thing with C2? What do you mean triple vape? I vaped her. I did vape her C2, if you didn't notice there. Is White Tassel not good for Arlecchino? It's good. 30 primos for this. Or maybe is there multiple quests in this quest? I don't know. I thought I got more than 30 from it, but... Yes, White Tassel is good for Arlecchino, but it will push you towards doing Bennett with her. Which, you know, how much that's a downside depends on the teams you like playing. Just double checking how many sigils we had already. Don't really need the more of that badly, but I'll take it anyways. Hydro Slime's my worst enemy. Luckily I have a decent build on Candace, and we have Emily here. So we'll just let Emily kill it. Could have bursted on Candace to kill him, but...
I hope you can find some use for these.
Look, Pyroculus. How many Pyroculus do I need for the next level? I think it goes up by like 4 or 5 each time. I don't remember exactly. You can fly over this, right? Oh, you take damage when you're flying over that. Okay. Good to know. That's a little bit awkward. I think Farina doesn't take damage when walking over the lava, right? Arlecchino does when she's flying over the lava. That's a little bit weird. C6 Arlecchino worth the investment? No C6 character is worth the investment. And Arlecchino is also very strong on a baseline. If you want to invest more in Arlecchino as far as constellations go, C2 is the realistic stopping point. C3, I guess, because the multiplier increase on her normal attacks is a significant damage increase, but it's also very whatever compared to, like, C1 and C2 do noticeable things. C3 is just a little bit more damage. And you already have a ton of damage from a C1 from C1 to C2. And, like, you need a little bit more damage again. Like, it's so extremely unnecessary. Especially with one of the strongest carries in the game, right? Oh yeah, I forgot. It's been a second since I did this quest. Let's see. Oh, I have to go up here first. I did that early. That's fine. You have C5 already? Well, I mean, I will say C4 Arlecchino, C5 Arlecchino, and C6 Arlecchino are basically one constellation that only meaningfully give you your value from, like, you only get meaningful value from C4 and C5. C4 is interesting and kind of situationally useful, but, like, not really. C6 is what actually makes those constellations more meaningful in retrospect. So, like, yes, if you already have C5 Arlecchino, I mean, you've already gone so hard. When she reruns, you may as well. Like, it'd be a little bit weird not to. It's not a situation like C6 or my Raiden, right, where it's just C5. You know, if I don't get C6, it doesn't really matter, right? Like, C4 and C5 Raiden do just as much nothing. With or without C6 Raiden, right? So, you know, yeah, just get her C6 on her rerun. Just plan around that, you know. Save your 150 wishes or whatever. And you will see the value from from it if you're already at C5. You've already sunk your costs. You may as well. For it is noticeable enough. Like, it does change how you can play Arlecchino. It's a fun constellation for sure. It's just definitely not worth it. Name a Genshin Impact character for and edit. I don't know what for and edit means. Are you saying like name a Genshin character and edit a video on them? I don't know. I could do something like what? I could do like Genshindle, and whatever the Genshindle character is for the day, I'll do a video on them. That seems fun. You know what? We'll do that. We'll do Genshindle, and then whatever the Genshin. Don't help me with it because we're gonna play it. Whatever the I haven't done this in a long time. Genshindle, is it still running? Yeah, it is still running. All right, we'll do Genshindle, and then whatever the Genshindle character is for today, we will. Here, let me put autoplay going. We will do a video, not now, but I will add it to my semi-priority list. All right, so Arlecchino. Yesterday's character was Sethos. Dang it! Dang it, man. Polearm. Emily. Is it Raiden? Watch it be Raiden. That would be really funny if it was Raiden. Because I was already planning on making a Raiden video. Okay, don't tell me it's Hu Tao. Don't be Hu Tao. I don't want to make a Hu Tao video. Okay. Leeway, Polearm. Oh, don't be Xiangling! Wait, no. I already know it's not Pyro. I could've, okay. I only have one more guess. Oh, frick, I only forgot you. You only have 5 guesses. Frick. Okay, Leeway, Polearm, version 1.3? Wait, what? There was another Polearm character that released in version 1.3 with Hu Tao? Who was that? In Leeway? I should know this. Why? I'm the Polearm guy. Why am I struggling here? We're just gonna... Leeway Polearm version 1.3. You're not your Leeway. You are, but you're not version 1.3. Huh? Wait, Zhongli? Is it Zhongli?
Osmanthus wine tastes the same.
Is Zhongli? Is Zhongli released in 1.3? What? Zhongli and Hu Tao released the same patch?
The memory.
Oh, it's Xiao. Oh no, I don't want to make a video on Xiao. Oh. Oops, I forgot to... Okay. I guess I'm making a video on Xiao. Okay. It's fine. It's fine. Man, if I did this yesterday, if I'd streamed yesterday, I could have made another Sethos video. Now I gotta make a Xiao video. Xiao video. Because Genshindle decided it. What do I do for Xiao? What's interesting to use for Xiao for? I should do Sethos anyway. I mean, true. I could do, I am kind of interested in doing a... I've still regularly played Sethos in Abyss. I could do like a what I've learned playing Sethos for X months. The X depends on when the video releases. I don't know. I'll think over Xiao. I'll try to make a Xiao video soon. Some people will like that because he's still a weirdly beloved character. I do like him more than Wander, to be clear. He's cool, but he's not my preference as far as like the a polearm character that, you know, I have to make a video on now. But oh well. I don't know why it took so long for me to use my brain there, but it's fine. I feel like there's more chests over here. We should check for quick. Right? Is there? Ooh, can we get up? Okay. Well, oh well. Chongyun Xiao what? What about Chongyun Xiao? I mean, I already did a vape Xiao video. This is the problem. Like, I actually did a Xiao video not that long ago. I mean, it was a while ago. It was Cloud Retainer. But, like, that was the last time it was relevant to do a Xiao video. And I thought it would be funny to do a vape Xiao versus Animal Plunge Xiao with Cloud Retainer. And, like, Animal Plunge Xiao with Cloud Retainer is better, in my opinion. But, you know, vape Xiao can get bigger numbers, which is funny. That's just Animo versus pyro damage for you. You have more ways to amplify pyro damage, but Animo Xiao definitely easier to play, better overall. Yay. Alright, any more I miss? Rev Melt Xiao would not be very good. The reason is because Chongyun eats the team slot and does nothing other than providing the cryo infusion. Like, infusers need to do something other than just infuse. It's the reason Candace infusion is not... Oh. It's the reason Candace infusion is not usually that relevant, is even though Hydro good, there's not that many contexts where you can make meaningful value out of having that extra Hydro infusion. Also, because Hydro is like just to apply more of Hydro and usually team better, and giving a Hydro infusion to normal attacks doesn't make normal attacks do a lot of Hydro. It just makes you apply a little bit of extra Hydro, which is usually not what you need compared to the likes of Singcho existing or other high Hydro players, but it can still be valuable. I still like Candace. I still think people underestimate the potential value of it, but overpowered Hydros existing makes Candace look much worse than she actually is. So, anyways, Chongyun doesn't do anything though. Like, he does way less than Candace does, as far as infusion goes. And Cryo is not very good, because we don't have very good options for whatever. Like, I don't know. Oh my god, what the frick happened with the camera there? That was a little bit... I got a little bit woozy there from that wibbly wobbling. I'll be honest. Oh yeah, this part.
Something with which to commemorate this
Don't kill me. Shoot me. Yeah, you missed. Get wrecked. Yoink. Alright, where's a dude I can possess? I need a dude. Where's a dude? I don't see a dude. Was I supposed to bring a dude all the way down here? Well. Okay. Can you C6 Shenhe? I mean, can I? If they ever reran her, you know, that would be a consideration. I would have more fun, I think, with C6 Shenhe on this account than I will get from C6 Raiden. Actually, no, I wouldn't, because the normal attack and charge attacks doing cryo damage isn't really a thing on this account. So never mind. C6 Shenhe would be literally irrelevant. I take that back. C1 Shenhe wouldn't be bad. I'm not going to specifically go for it. If Rosaria winds up on Shenhe banner, then maybe. Alright, well, I think we can get back up there. But yeah, I need to destroy that thing still. Okie dokie. Alright, let's go activate this first. Always welcome to try my C6 Shenhe. Yeah, I might be interested in trying that when you get it, Sylveon. It's definitely one of the more interesting constellations in the game, and gives potential, actual, meaningful value to Chongyun. But yeah, like the way to make Shenhe an instantly so much more interesting and valuable character that, you know, I think it could, like, literally could have been the difference maker if Shenhe did this one simple thing Shenhe would have been like a character people would love and would be probably meaningfully meta relevant to this day, because it would make like Cryo not be in as bad a state as it's in, because you know doing something other than infusion is good. So if Shenhe had her exact kit, but then also gave a Cryo infusion to normal attacks in her kit, bam, Shenhe is super interesting, and like she's a Cloud Retainer type character, right? Or doing some buffing and enabling like an on-fielder to take advantage of her buff in some form in the same time is like, wow, there you go. Isn't Shenhe good still? In niche scenarios. In very niche scenarios, Shenhe is good. Like, the problem is that Cryo is not very good, and Shenhe's a niche Cryo buffer that isn't even that good at buffing that many Cryo units. Because she gives a flat damage bonus and she really wants to use 2 skills per rotation. And that means the units that she can flexibly work with well enough to feel compelling is not very viable. Like, she's not that good of a support for Wriothesley, right? She is an option. She is not terrible if you have her, but is she worth getting for Wriothesley specifically? Probably not. So, like, people expecting, like, oh, Shenhe's just going to improve my Wriothesley significantly without having, like, a specific build in Shenhe that has a lot more ER than you normally need, and also her buff with run out. Like, it's just... Cryo has been boned by Mihoyo. Like, Cryo is worse than Geo. 100, like, I pretty confidently say that now, and then with the Geo character releasing next patch, it's definitely worse than Geo. Where's this thing? And like I don't know, Mihoyo's decisions with Cryo has been really weird, is all I can say. Can you still get into this spot, by the way? Okay, we're gonna, no. Give me a second. Remind me, I want to come back over here. I want to see if you can still, I don't know if they patched it out. I want to see if you can still get into the underground area by going there. Right. Also, there's something I found out about that area that I want to show people. Actually. But yeah, we'll see what happens with Cryo. Cryo can be made better in the future by having more options for pyros that make them better, but also, you know, Mihoyo has still made a number of decisions that has hurt Cryo's viability. So, anyways, but Shenhe being if Shenhe could do an infusion where she could make it so she gave additional Cryo damage on top of buffing, right? Just like how in the same vein that Cloud Retainer makes you plunge while also plunge buffing and providing some healing, right? Shenhe could have been doing buffing and, right, her infusion, if she had given a Cryo infusion, would be much more relevant. I feel like this is not where I wanted to fall down to. Oh well. Just gotta go back up there. Great. Wait, was I supposed to take a... Oh yeah, I was supposed to take the ride up there, wasn't I? Or something. Oh well. I'm not gonna... Or no, I haven't destroyed the thing yet. That's what I gotta do. Yep. So, anyways. Forward melt? There's no such thing as forward melt. Wait, no, sorry. There is forward melt. Forward melt is melt on your pyro unit. So, yes, I could forward melt with you can forward melt with C6 Bennett and off-field Cryo, but again, part of the reason like Cryo is not that relevant for doing something like melt on Arlecchino. If we had better options for off-field Cryo, should be better than Vape Arlecchino, right? But we have so many stronger options for Hydro units, and it's much easier to like rotate. You just have so many better team options for doing Vape Arlecchino teams than Melt Arlecchino teams. But Arlecchino is a character that should work well with off-field Cryo, right? And there are Melt variations that you can do. Frick, I'm just terrible. Oh god. Trying to get the Pyroculus, whatever they are. So, anyways, yeah, we don't have very good options for off-field Cryo. We don't have that off-field Cryo units that do something meaningful, right? Rosaria is still the best off-field Cryo in the game, somehow. I love Rosaria, to be clear. It's not that hard to make some use out of her. But also, we should have more options. And it's kind of crazy we haven't gotten like a compelling off-field cryo DPS as a 5-star release in the game yet. And as far as I can tell, it's presumably because they're scared of it. I don't know. We got Layla. Yeah, I'm sorry. Kaya applies like no cryo. He's potentially useful because of the fact that his you know cryo, particularly he's I'm a player. He's useful because of the fact that his cryo is attached to your character, and he has a decent enough multiplier so that he can be a decent DPS. Like he's a decent free character, but he doesn't do that much. So, you know. Okay, we're just gonna try to climb. I don't know if I need the dude up here anyways, do I? Oh no, I do. Brick. Yeah, brick. Yeah, frick. Frickin' dang it. Okay. It's like the last thing I think in this area. Oh, well, there's also this dude apparently. Let's forget about that. You can still clear Abyss with the Ayaka. Yeah, I mean, yeah. You can clear Abyss with many a non-ideal character. The point is to bring characters up to the par of being similar to the other things. Like, I'm not saying you can't make use of these characters, but it is, cryo is the worst element in the game. It does the least useful things because they don't want to let cryo do useful things as far as I can tell. There we go. Okay. I don't know what happens if you trigger this thing, but we'll find out. Is it just a lore thing? I can't remember. I found this place in my minigun. I just don't remember what exactly it was. Just a chest and lore thing. But yeah, I'm sure they will probably make some strong cryo units in the future. You know, I would be surprised if the cryo Archon was bad, but it also might take until the cryo Archon to get the cryo unit that does meaningful things off field. Like, yeah. Anyways, like if man, the cryo Archon, if the Saritsa doesn't do like meaningful off field cryo application and damage, like she just needs to be Rosaria Pro Max, and like, hey, at least then cryo, we can start doing like meaningful supportive things with cryo, probably. Or they'll still find some way to screw over cryo. That's my feeling, but I don't know. They've done a good job with making Geo more interesting. Now they need to do the same for cryo. Let's take a magic carpet ride. Thoughts on Capitano then? We'll see what he does. He's probably going to be a carry unit, presuming he releases it all. He also might not be cryo. I don't know, like maybe cryo is its delusion. Usually they make the harbingers not their delusion, right? I don't think any of them are their delusion. They make them whatever their vision actually is. Maybe that was a cryo delusion, right? So anyways, if he is a cryo unit, like all they have to do to make Capitano good is like just give him multipliers and like on-field application that isn't bad. like well, actually no, Capitano is still gonna have the problem of like potentially there not being that many off-field pyro options, but it's very likely he releases after, you know, we potentially get some more off-field pyro options, like whatever the pyro Archon skit looks like, whatever pyro Traveler is. There's the unknown of whatever the X Belanca, if that ends up being a playable character. But anyways, like Capitano can be like Cryo Arlecchino, right? Where he just has like really high multipliers, and then you just need a little bit of pyro off field, and then he'll be pretty good for like a melt DPS, right? But as it currently stands, like the last cryo DPS we got was a Risley, And like they balance. Risley is not useless. I like that Risley is like pretty useful in all the ways cryo can be useful. But they balanced Risley's multipliers as if he was like a pyro unit, right? As if like he had the strong hydro units that made him extremely strong or something. But instead they balanced him like a pyro unit. They balanced his multipliers as if he was pyro, but he's not pyro, he's cryo. He doesn't have the same things that like, you know, pyro DPSs have. So he ends up being ultimately weaker because his team options are not anywhere near as compelling. So anyways, we'll see. We'll see what Capitano ends up being. Because he's a Harbinger and he's the #1 Harbinger, if he ends up being playable, which I'm guessing he will be, he's probably going to be very strong. And they're going to just do that by cranking his multipliers. So, oh, I almost missed this here. Oh yeah, or he could be a Shatter DPS. Let's go. Surely. Surely he's a Shatter DPS. If Mavuika's off-field pyro, then Rio might get stronger. If Mavuika's off-field pyro and an attack buffer, yes. But also, Mavuika would have to do a meaningful amount of off-field pyro. And I think it's likely, there's a good chance she's not. And that to get meaningful, I feel like I don't know. I don't know why my vibe of this is so stronger than what I said earlier. Wherein, like, it really feels like to me, they're going to do a new 2-unit pyro core. And if we want to have a strong pyro application from one pyro unit on their own without relying on a 2-unit pyro core, it's still Xiangling with like 300 ER. That's my vibe. Should you pull Arlecchino or Nahida? Nahida is going to be a relevant support for many teams. There are many variations of Dendro teams where there is a very substantial difference in the team's damage output with or without Nahida. Arlecchino is a build-around unit, right? She's a carry. I like Arlecchino a lot more than Nahida. So, you know, we will never fully escape Xiangling, will we? Yep, that's kind of my vibe currently. I think Pyro Traveler or Mavuika might do meaningful pyro application, but we probably want to be able to have good damage in pyro application, is my guess, without doing a 2-unit pyro core. What about C6 Raiden? We're trying to get wishes. Primo gems. I'm gonna wait until I get a temple, which hopefully will happen in this stream. Not that I've been the most focused. We'll see. It might not happen in this stream. But yeah, we'll see what things end up as. Is Mavuika the only pyro character in Outland? I mean, there's Pyro Traveler, and then Xbelonk might be pyro if they're a playable character. Well, an Oculus. How many do I have? 10. I know I need like 20 something ish. We can get some. Don't underestimate the primo gems. We can get some from the sigils. So there's that. So we have enough for an electro tree level. We should go check that. I have no idea what level I'm at in the electro tree. Did I finish it? I don't know. I don't think I finished it. I don't know. After we finish this thing with these air islands here, we will go check. Xbelonk is like pretty dead. That's what I kind of thought, but there was also like weird like resurrection implications or something in like the original Natland trailer or something, if I recall. So that's kind of why, like, I don't know. It's very likely they are not an actual character, so it's very possible that we only get Pyro Traveler and Mavuika as the main pyro units. So yeah, Durin is always pretty dead. Yeah. Look at the Pyro Dragon name card. Can't right now, but we'll hopefully remember it in a second. I'll be so annoyed if they say Pyro Traveler and make them useless. Like they make us wait 4 months for Pyro Traveler and then oops, they're still garbage. I don't know what the Pyro Dragon name card looks like. Is it? No, that's D-Luke. Look at all the red name. Wait, do I have it? If it's no, wait, this is my Polearms Only account, so I probably don't have it. Oh my god, there are so many name cards in the game. Is it this one? No. This one? Dragon King awaits the coming visitor in silence beneath the returning moonlight. His reawakening is not simply for. Alright, here you go. Bathed by the hidden sun, X belongs forces he brings in all word, but his goals don't stop there. Okay. Yeah, so I mean, you know what that implies? That implies that again the the Pyro Traveler, you know, gets the note. This is still my crackpot story theory. Pyro Traveler ends up getting the Gnosis for some godforsaken reason, and you know it's in conjunction with Pyro Traveler. I don't know. What if Pyro Traveler becomes the Pyro Dragon? There you go. It doesn't even have to be the Gnosis. It's we can destroy another Archons. Well, luckily I just got a waypoint. Wow. What was I saying? Pyro Traveler, right, absorbs X Blanca's power, right? The Pyro Dragon's power. They destroy another seed of Celestia. They destroy the Gnosis somehow through, I don't know, Mabuika's muscles or something. And blam, Pyro Traveler good because Pyro Traveler's the Pyro Dragon, and the Pyro Dragon has to be strong. There we go. Although that does have lore problems if the Traveler ever leaves Teyvat, does it not? I don't know, maybe. I did indeed try to glide with the lizard. Do you blame me? Look at the chest over here.
An impressive bounty.
Knew that was there from my main account. Only found it on my main account because I got lucky, but... Poke. Anything else I missed on this one? I don't think so. I mean, the slime is very important. Alright, oh, almost out of stamina. I'll go over here. X-Belonk isn't the Pyro Dragon. He's the first Archon. My bad. Whatever. You know.
An impressive bounty.
Same difference. Point is, Pyro Traveler better. Oh, look, I got a Ringle Dingle. Point is, Pyro Traveler is going to get some additional powers, and they better be stronger because of it. I will be annoyed if they're not. Right? Better not do some lore things and then make Pyro Traveler not be good. That's all. Oops. No, I feel like I need to hit that. Maybe I don't need to, but just in case. Wing. What do I get for this quest? Another 40 Primo Gems. Let's go. Yep, that's what I thought. This quest was indeed worth doing, most likely then. For the Primo Gems per time investment. Oops. Sorry, bird. I don't know. Don't know what compelled me to click normal attack there. How is true Pyro Sovereign? True. Yes. He is indeed the Pyro Dragon. Definitely. Over here. Alright. Is this like one of the shortest quests in the game for like relative to the rewards you get? Because I think this quest just ends here after some dialogue, right? Like you basically just walk over to the islands and then talk here and then you're done. If I recall. Unless I forgot something after this. After completing the Natlan Archon quest, you'll be rewarded with the second Amber and the Pyro Traveler. Yeah. By the way, like I noticed, by the way, like there's I don't know what it was called, but there's like 2 different materials. Either of them could be Pyro Traveler's Constellation material that you get through Archon quest completion, as well as there's also the material I think you get from the tribes. The final reward for getting the max level in the tribe. Oh, frick me. Okay, good. The final reward you get for the tribes, right? I think is some material that I thought would have been Pyro Traveler's Constellation material originally, but it seems like it's not because you get a different one. So I'm not sure. Weird. It's weird. I'm assuming that you'll use them for something, but they both have like implications of like, you know, wishing related things. I needed to jump on the different rail, didn't I? Yeah. Yeah, the blazing fragment. Yeah, yeah, it could be talent materials, I guess. I don't know. It'd be weird, but again, there's all kinds of lore implications. The going in these items and Pyro Traveler. They're building up all this, and then they end up being a nothing burger of a character. I'll be mad. But you know, if MiHoYo's solution to the lack of Pyro application options in the game is to make Pyro Traveler good, that would be a very healthy thing for the game, right? Pyro Archon can be just like a strong unit for various reasons, but do low application, then Pyro Traveler can do high application. And there we go, we have a Xiangling alternative finally, right? That's my hope. That's my hope. Keep my desires simple. We'll find out in like 2 months during the 5.2 beta. Or, sorry, 5.3 beta. When is that? 2 months from now is... 2 months from now is the freaking end of November. Good lord. We're not gonna... We don't get to see what Pyro Traveler... We don't actually get to play Pyro Traveler and Pyro Archon until next year. Yay. But at least we get to see before next year. Christmas discourse this year will be all talking about the Pyro Archon and Pyro Traveler's kit. And we'll see if all my yapping for months beforehand will have been accurate or not. Yeah, the assumption is that the Pyro Archon and Pyro Traveler are going to release in 5.3 because that's when they announced the Archon quest is going to end. They announced that during the Natlan stream, the 5.0 stream. So, you know. Hidden ahead, achievements win. Hoyo gotta throw us a bone with Pyro Traveler after Google gave the free limited 5-star? Yeah. By the way, people will still not treat... Even if Pyro Traveler is extremely good and like 5-star power level, players will still not treat it like it's a 5-star for free or anything. Because for some reason, gacha brain rot is so rampant in people that play multiple gacha games that like, you know... They don't just compare characters to characters and like how good different characters are. They're just like, no, this one's a 5-star, and you know, MiHoYo hasn't given a 5-star character for free. And be like, oh, but yeah, but the Pyro Traveler is 5-star quality. But no, they're not actually a 5-star. I know it says they're a 5-star, but they're not actually a 5-star because Traveler is a starting character. They're the main character. That's not a free 5-star, right? Like you know, there's people that are gonna be like that. Even if Pyro Traveler is the strongest character in the game, then they're not going to be. But, you know, gotcha brain rot. Like characters are characters. There's nothing inherently different, right? There is nothing inherently different between a 4-star character and a 5-star character, other than the fact that they tend to make 4-star characters weaker in one way or another because of the fact that they're easier to acquire, right? But fundamentally, on a game design level, it's just them designing the characters differently. There's just different characters. The actual rarities means nothing. The actual rarities means nothing other than how difficult they are to acquire. And when they're giving a free 5-star, that's a free character. There's no difference between that being a 5-star or a 4-star. They could release a free 4-star and make them as strong as a 5-star. But they just call it a 5-star to make people, their monkey brain happier, right? So, anyways, we're almost done here. Please give Pyro Traveler an alt animation? No. Giving Pyro Traveler an alt animation would make them worse. Like, I don't know. People not realizing that, like, one of the fun benefits of 4-stars is not having to deal with 4-star animation. Like... Man, so many times 4-stars can feel so much nicer to play because of not having an alt animation, in my opinion. Like, it's like I'm actually playing a game and not watching a slideshow. Like, C2 Xiaonan will be... If I get C2 Xiaonan, it will be fun, but one prediction I'm going to have is I'm going to get bored of it because it's going to turn the game too much into a slideshow when I'm abusing it, right? It's going to be too many burst animations other than on 4-star characters. Like, I'm really probably only going to truly enjoy Xiaonan and C2 long-term if I get it with 4-star characters because I don't have to deal with the burst animation. Like, I like actually playing a game, not watching it. So, and if you here, you know what? If you want to, let me find a solution for you. If you like burst animations. Alright, there we go. I got the perfect solution to you. Look, this is a YouTube video from Chaldea. Genshin Impact. All characters, elemental burst animations. Perfect! Actually, I should have done 5-star burst animations. Whatever. Here you go. And then you right-click, loop this video, and, oh, it's very loud. And blam. Wait, why are you... No, this is not burst... Bro, I want to dislike this person. I want to dislike this person. He didn't do burst animation. This is not... Like, you're doing gameplay. No, I asked for burst animations. Bad video. Burst animations. Genshin. 5-star. I should do 5-star. How about this one? There we go. Why is it on mobile? Bro recorded his phone. There you go. This is also really... Oh, it's only a year old. Okay. Wow. Anyways, there you go. Right-click, loop this video. There you go. There you go. This is what you've always wanted. You wanted burst animations constantly? Right-click, loop a video on YouTube. There you go. Blam. You got infinite burst animations out the wazoo. You never have to get any burst animation in game. How nice. It's the same experience. Well, sorry, the quality might be slightly lower from a YouTube video, but anyways. It's kind of weird how hard it was. Like, I don't know. I didn't try to like actually find a video that was oh, that's an example. I need to switch. Damn, there we go. I didn't actually try to find a video that was like a nice edited video of just sequencing animation into animation into animation. But it's fine. Doesn't matter. It probably exists. That's pedantic. I mean, sure. But my point is, like, I don't really care for burst animations. I would actually turn them off if I could. Actually, I don't know if I don't know. I'd probably turn them off if I could most of the time, because I prefer being able to see around me at least, but even if you could turn them off, your character would still be stuck and you wouldn't be able to do any like meaningful inputs, right? So, you know, that's the core problem, is like you're not actually playing the game when it's happening. It's just animation fluff, and animation fluff is fine because like part of the enjoyment of playing games in general is like visual eye candy, whatever. It's fine. I'm not saying burst animations are bad universally. I'm not saying I hate them, but the more I play 5-star characters, right? You know, if I'm playing any individual character a lot, the more, you know, and they're burst reliant, you see their burst a lot, right? Like I see Farina burst a lot, and like I could very, very, very much be happy and live without a version of Farina that did not have a burst animation, right? So, anyways. Already at C5 Raiden, is there going to be a video on this? Probably not. I'll probably just keep it live stream content. Mostly because I don't feel like editing exploration content. Ultimately. So, you know, I might make a video after I get C6 Raiden, and I'll go over in the video. If I get C6 Raiden, here's how C6 Raiden happened. Didn't really plan on this, but I have it anyways. Here's the things we can do with it. And then I'll make a edited video on it, right? And then, again, solidify how, like, it was very pointless. Even more pointless than C6 Galakino was. But hey, it'll be fun. Anyways, yeah. Burst animations can be great, but like I prefer the balance of characters. Watch us get the ring right here.
Something with
Nope.
which to commemorate
Sad.
this occasion.
That would have been funny if we got the ring, just with the doing this quest. We've gotten 2 pieces already, so. Anyways, so that's done. That's good. That was, I think, worth time. That put us all the way up to Claim. 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 4 wishes, 640 primo gems. Actually, 6 wishes because of these. So, you know, we only need to give 4 more wishes for this stream, technically, which is easier said than done, to be honest. But we'll see. I think I want to do this island. So we're gonna wait. We're gonna go over here first. 2 C6s on a free-to-play account is kind of crazy, though. I mean, it's not a free-to-play account. I have definitely bought Welkins, and I bought battle passes in the past. I haven't bought battle passes for quite a while on Polearms Only, because the resources aren't worth well. But I have bought Welkins. Not 100% through the history of the account, and a little bit of money that was spent for a couple instances, but it hasn't been an insane amount of money. I think the average money spent on Polearms Only, and not that what I actually spent, because I got some, you know, I did use, you know, Paimon's bargains and whatever, but the equivalent money spent if you weren't getting any discounts, how do I think this is annoying, was, I think, last time I did the math, like equivalent to spending like $20 a month, right? Which, for how much I play the game, I think that's fine, personally, but obviously that is, the Welkins in particular add up, right? Like, I would realistically not be able to have, like, I probably would be able to have C2 Arlecchino, and probably would be able to have C2 Raiden, but I would not be as free to do things like I wouldn't have C5 Raiden, because without doing Welkins, I wouldn't have the extra wishes that would give me flexibility to make decisions like I made, like trying to get C6 Toma. That's why part of the reason I have C5 Raiden, right? Like, I haven't tried to. I've been more free to make less ideal decisions if I hadn't. But if everything had gone the same, right, I think it's likely I would, if this was a completely free-to-play account, it's likely I would have ended up with like a C2 Arlecchino and probably a C2 Raiden, at least eventually. But I wouldn't have made other certain decisions going on. So, anyways. What does C6 Raiden even do? When you use her burst, it can reduce other teammates, not hers, other teammates' burst cooldowns by 5 seconds. Which is not very good because it doesn't reduce her burst cooldown. So it doesn't really change rotations most of the time. But it can be like a useful speedrunning constellation. It's not very good, realistically. Like, the most obvious thing that should tell you that it's not very good is like on Polearms Only. The only meaningful way I think I could technically use it of it is trying to get additional value from Arlecchino C6, because Arlecchino C6 makes her do a ton of burst damage. And reducing Arlecchino's burst could be really strong. But, you know, the fact that C6 Raiden's most useful utility is with another character's C6, who is already insanely strong with C6, and, like, also doesn't even need her C6 to be insanely strong, it's like, it's so very meh. C6 Raiden is very meh. Alright, I don't know how close I am. Hopefully I didn't miss that many. Oh god. Oh, no, I think we're fine. This will probably get us to S rank. We don't need SS rank. These are usually pretty easy. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Any interest in Wooba? Not anymore. I played it for like 2 months. I'm done with the game. It, like... They have very, very, very fundamental gameplay design problems that I don't... Like, I just don't like the game. That's ultimately all it is. We'll just keep it simple. Right. Alright, another spot I can check real quick that I don't. Actually, maybe I did get it. I don't know. Let's go double check under this area. You need SS rank for the achievements? Really? Okay, well, that's annoying as heck. I didn't know there was achievements for it. I'm not going to bother right now, quite frankly. I don't need the domain. Not do this. It's nice. You know, I haven't fought many of the local legends either. I should, as I go through this, I'll have to remember to fight the local legends. Those achievements, we'll try to get. Heal up. Is getting the glider from Dragonspine hard? Not really. Okay, we got a frog, very important. And last one is here. Yoink. Hello, friend. Where are you? Let's wreck his butt.
See if you can keep up with me.
Kniech has severe problems with this dude, by the way, with any enemy that goes invisible that you can't, like, actively auto-target. Same, any enemy that, yeah, just has really, as whatever kind of nuance with, like, targeting, is quite hard to, probably should have just not, in this context, should not Candace. If I'm doing Emily, I won't be able to vape and get burning at the same time. Mostly. He says as he does Candace again. Well, also, you did so much damage to me. Why does that have to be pyro? It's really annoying. I didn't shield. Well, okay. Candace died. Oh, good. I don't know what from, but, reviver, I guess. Where are you? Bro. How engaging. Yep, okay. Now. Uh-huh. This is fun. Yep, that's I figured. Yep. I love that you need Hydro for this. It's great. It's really fun. It makes it super engaging. You might be able to bring Electro, I guess. I didn't even get his mark. Yep, okay. Okay, let's just try to bring it. Yeah, let's just try to bring Sino. Sino might be able to deal with it. Try to go for all the local legends achievement. Not in this stream, probably. But what the frick is this team? I don't even know why I configured that team. Where's what? Do I not have it pre? There it is. There it is. All right. Sino was not on Tenacity, but or Sino. Toma, frick, God, bleh. Zhongli was not on Tenacity. He's on Golden Troop right now because I was doing Golden Troop things with Kachina with him, which is fun. But you know, I didn't deploy the team. God dang it. So, anyways, yes, I will probably try to get the local legend achievement eventually. Maybe we'll do it one of these days in this stream, but once I get to the point I think of we've you know, exhausted our Primo Gems here. We've found most of the things we can try to let go and make sure we finish all the local legends kind of thing. Okie dokie, hello sir.
Let's see if you can keep up with me.
Where are you? Yep, okay. I don't have energy on you right now. That's good. That's what I wanted. Okay, well, I guess. Bear with me. Did I switch you off of... Oh, frick me. No. I was like, he does not seem like he's getting his energy back enough. I think I was testing Sino with Raiden to see if 117 ER build with an attack timepiece was an improvement. And it was an improvement for his damage, but it was not an improvement energy-wise, and he was fine with Raiden, right? Like, if I do double Electro with Sino, he does get enough energy. But I forgot to switch his build back. Good lord. And I used all my bursts on the characters, too. Good job, me. Good job. I should consider working on Toma's build a little bit, because he probably doesn't need this much ER anymore, but... Although Zhongli is in almost every team, it's because he's a nice universal buffer that also keeps me alive more. But also, I actually haven't been using him that often. Can you not be a butthole? That was good. That was a good start. Did I have Sino or Zhongli shield up when I did that? I don't think I did. Or he just immediately broke through it. What did I just hit? I didn't get any energy. I love this game's targeting and not getting energy from random things. Like, oh, We auto-targeted the thing that didn't give you energy, so okay.
Order guide.
Reconstitute.
Stabilize. Surrender.
I'm not gonna lie, I think this is one of the worst designed local legends. By far.
Solidify. Don't get too close.
Extract.
Leaving so soon.
You shouldn't see me.
Really?
Otherwise, yet you are blind. No escape.
Yep.
Neutralize.
Like,
Time to go.
this is some of the least fun Genshin's combat has ever been, quite frankly. You can drown the guy in the little water area. That's kind of what I want to do. Like, you can't get energy from the fuckers, right? Like, if you could get energy, I don't think I'm incorrect in that. You have to hit his invisible ass to get energy. And they made a game where many a character is extremely energy reliant. I could use Candace if I got energy, right? If you lead the fight, he drowns himself. Alright, we're just gonna do that, because frick this dude. But yeah, like just Candace's skill Hydra was obviously not good enough. I could use Candace Burst, but can't get energy reliably for shit. So it's just like so poorly designed, is what it feels like. So what, he drowns in this puddle? Or do I have to go out here? What happens?
Let's see if you can keep up with me.
Walking to the base on the little waterfall, so you swim up it? This?
That's it.
Okay. Just have to go up the waterfall and he will drown trying to reach you. Oh, he didn't there.
Let's see if you
Oh, I forgot to go check the frickin' underground area before. Eh? Perfect. Alright, good. He deserves it. Alright, nice. Yeah, that's I have no qualm solving that way.
And all the more valuable.
Oh boy. Perfect. Alright, I could have just like brute forced it. Honestly, like Arlecchino was probably still the good solution there, right? Like put Zhongli on tenacity so the shield wasn't gonna die constantly. I don't know, do Toma there too for even additional shielding maybe as just a backup. And then I don't know, whatever, right? Like just Emily wasn't doing much because she was targeting the other things half the time, but you know, point is I think I could have solved it with just Arlecchino. It would have been fine. Since she's not burst reliant, other than, you know, nice for healing, but it's also relatively easy to get energy on her because of her AoE on her skill marking things. So, you know, where's this Oculus up here? Yup. Can I just jump on this wall? I guess I can with a pillar. Doot. Food that recharges your energy would be good. Yeah, it is weird to me that they don't have energy recharging anything in this game, other than, oh well, I like at so many of my videos I have to spend like a stupid amount of time just going and refilling energy on characters. It's kind of awful.
Watch this.
Laid bare.
All right. So, anyways, before we get too distracted here, okay. Well, we're gonna come back here. But let's go to the sigil turning quick. I think I want to double check. I think there's like 50 Primo Gems per level. Why did you accidentally fall asleep listening to the stream? Because you were tired. Or because my voice put you to sleep. People say that a lot. Let's see. Alright, we're gonna check the sigil turn in. We're gonna check the Inazuma sigil turning, because I apparently just have enough for a level there, and I don't think I am max level. I have 26 sigils there. Maybe could have waited a little bit here, I guess, but whatever. I think it's 50, right? Per? Yeah, okay. And we get... Oh, I already got 2 levels in it. And we get a standard wish. How exciting. Okay. Cool. Level 20 is max. I'm aware. We are not at level 20 yet. So, that's not a problem. 4-star. Get a free... Oh, yeah, look at that. That might, this might be a free whatever. I mean, it's only 2-star glitter. It is not quite a free wish, but hey, you know what? Is better than nothing. That one more 4-star, any 4-star will give me enough for another wish. That contributes to that. That is better than nothing. Certainly better than nothing. All right. Yeah. Okay. So, let's go check Inazuma tree real quick, and then we're gonna go underground. I want to check the underground area, the secret area. It's not a secret area. It's the local legend, like Black Pillar area. But what? This is the wrong thing. Gonna go for Raiden or Kinich? Well, definitely not going for Kinich on Polearms Only. And if you're asking if I went for Kinich, I'm guessing you haven't seen any of the videos I made in the last week. I made a how video playing support Kinich because it's, I think, I am level 50 on the tree. I see. Oops. No, I didn't realize. For some reason I thought I wasn't. I don't know. Okay, whatever. I guess. Oh yeah, I guess that happened during the trying to farm for C6 Arlecchino. Duh. All right, then that's fine. Maybe the Sumeru tree. Well, I don't need to check the Sumeru tree. I don't have sigils. I was checking the Inazuma tree because I had sigils enough for a level. So, anyways, that's fine. Oh yeah, wait. But yeah, I have, we're going for C6 Raiden on Polearms Only because it'd be funny. Not this. I forgot, we can do this. I don't know how much of this we can do right now. We're gonna go do it though. And then there's a couple other spots. It would be cool, I think, if I could get the, Hydro ring. Okay, yeah. It would be cool if I could get the Hydro ring done. Not just for a sanctifying elixir, and the artifacts would be maybe relevant. I don't know. There's some precious chests I think you can get here relatively quickly, and then the so as far as I understand, the rings only appear in precious and luxurious chests, right? I think there's a precious or luxurious chest in this area, like just on the water. You have to complete a thing for it. I got the ones over here. I don't remember if there's one on this island. There might be 1 or 2 over here, and 1 here that I haven't gotten. But then there's like 3 or 4, I think, in an underground area that you get to over here. So you go from here, and then it leads you to an underground area over here. That counts as this area. That is very likely where I will get the last ring. So I think that's a doable goal, I think, for this stream. So hopefully doing that in conjunction with, I don't know, is that going to get us there? I don't know if that's going to get us a temple. I might not be able to get a temple, but the 6 Sealy one, yes. Alright, this is a tough event for the Platinum Reward Challenge. Nice, okay, that's good. Oh, we need 2 teams. Interesting. Alright. So Golem is... This is the boss Golem, I assume, right? Alright. So Golem is usually trivialized by... Maybe you could use Geo, but Overload is also pretty darn good at it. Well, Overload if you have a decent amount of Electro application. So we're going to try... Yeah, we'll try Sino. We'll try Sino against it. And then... We'll just wreck the... Yeah, we'll just wreck the other ones with Arlecchino. In some form. We could do Chevreuse, of course. But I'm going to try Arlecchino Candace because I can. You can't stop me. We're going to do something goofy like this. Is this going to make sense? I don't know. Probably not. No. I don't know. We'll do that. We'll just use Chevrolet as a buffer. Why not? It'd be funny. Wait, who do we do as the last slot here? Shoot. I guess we do Shungling. But we're not going to burst on Shungling. You can't stop me. I should just use the Chevrolet team. That would be stronger. But, sue me. How to use Mikan's account? By not using him. But there's rare occasions where he has been useful in niche scenarios. He is a healer, but I have enough defensive other options now on this account that he is not really useful. Apparently this is not the boss, so I did not really need to do what I did. Oh well, it's fine. They are dying before whatever. I think their Geo Shields are effing with Sino a little bit. Oh wow. Okay. Yep. Yep. Wait. Continue challenge. Oh well, yeah. Continue to the next side. Yep. Okay, so we're doing Guoba, because Guoba can do things. I did that wrong, by the way. Very wrong. Why? Okay, well, you know, I did that entirely wrong. Whatever, it's fine. Try to do it correctly. Well, I was going to say do it correctly in the next rotation, but it's entirely unnecessary against Hydro enemies. So, yep. What am I doing? There we go. Nice 270k. The side effect of having Arlecchino be so strong is that it's half the time not even worth setting up buffs again versus just keeping on whacking. Really? Did not, whatever. Let's just turn Brain off and do things. Definitely didn't need to do that. Well, that's gonna end. No, it's gonna end. That's an interesting frame to end on. Nice. 12,000 points. We get 80 primos per. Okay, that's something. I'm assuming there's only 3. Yeah, there's only 3. Okay, we can do right now. That's fine. That might get us to the temple today. We had Raiden, a trial Raiden. Interesting. It's just a bunch of different enemies. Okay. Okie dokie. Sure, we'll use Raiden, why not? Raiden, we'll do a Raiden Chivas team. For funsies. Oh wait, we're on Toma. Oh, okay, I guess we're not doing Sino. Arlecchino it is. We'll do Arlecchino Burning, why not? Who's the last slot here, I guess? Is Kachina now the new ideal? I think that Kachina is, right? We get Geo Resonance. We get Kachina buff going. I think Kachina's now the ideal last slot for doing Arlecchino Emily together. Assuming I'm doing Zhongli at least. Interesting. When in doubt, use Arlecchino indeed. Especially a C2 plus Arlecchino, where you can just brain off, always have pyro, ridiculous damage. But anyways, nope. Do that. The overload might actually cause some problems here as far as clearing this event, ideally, because of knockback. But depends how the enemies spawn exactly. I think Raiden's on our catch build, by the way. which is fine.
Stop right there. Illusion shattered. Now you shall perish.
Wait, we had to trigger Hyper Bloom or Burgeon. That seems like a slight issue. I see. I see. Okay.
There's no escape.
That changes things, slightly. Can we? Yeah, select stage. Okay. Do I have to do that on both sides? Because that's a little bit of a problem if I have to do it on both sides. Try objective, trigger Hyper Bloom or Burgeon. 50 times? Oh god. Do I have to do it 50 times? Okay. Alright. Oh, I see. Okay, so the first one you're supposed to trigger whatever the thing is, and then the second one you do. Okay. Okay, I get it. Alright, we will do... And we only have Candace for Hydro, so, you know, that choice is made for us. Question is, do we do Emily for extra Dendro? I don't know if it matters, honestly. But you know what? We'll, no, you know what? No, I want to use Emily on the second side. We'll just leave it like this. And then we will, I don't know, throw in Toma for Burgeons, I guess. Because maybe we'll have some... Well, actually, no, we shouldn't have downtime in Electro. I guess we'll throw in Cryo, because you can actually get some extra Burgeon, or extra core generation by having some Cryo, right? Alrighty. So, we are not going to really... Raiden is not on our Hyper Bloom build, by the way, but that's fine. So I think we don't need to do damage. There we go. Yeah, we're fine. We're fine. Hyper Furge gives us a little bit of extra Dendro, or extra core generation. Well, at least in some situations. Helps if we trigger Bloom. Swing. Oh dear. Oh dear. We're fine. Did I get 50? Yes! Let's go. Alright. Yeah. Let's go. That wasn't even Hyper Raiden. That was, by the way, Raiden was on a traditional build, I think, there.
A little ambiance. Dance with me.
I feel like I didn't get the damage bonus from Kachina. I'm not sure though.
Overruled. This is where we fall. Transfixed.
Oh, you're still alive. Oh, that was good. And this is where Zhongli on Golden Troop is clearly doing work. Getting his 6,000 damage. I didn't mean to do that. No, it's whatever. It's fine. It's fine. It's clearly intentional. No, get off the frick thing. I can see why this would be hard. Obviously, C6 Raiden was helping her. But I can definitely see why this would be pretty hard to platinum. I'm not confident for the teams I would normally use. I would platinum it. Why did I do that again? It's just a waste of time. But whatever. Yeah. Alright, what's the next one? What was this first one, by the way? I didn't even pay attention to it. Just break the shield. Okay, I just happened to break the shield. Oh yeah, duh, I broke the shields because it was just break the shields in the time. And I was doing enough overloading or whatever. Alright. Wyob. If the shield is broken, permanent, the rune expires, well, regain a large amount. Okay, yeah. Break the Wyob manifestation shield or elemental shield. So do elemental damage. That's what this says. Okay. Raiden, Kanich and Dia. I don't know, Raiden. Alright, so do elemental damage. So the highest elemental appliers on Polearms Only would be, as far as trying to get as much application in as short a window as possible. I think Sino, Emily. Do I do Sino, Emily, Toma? We can try the Sino, Emily, Toma. We're gonna throw in Candace here because Candace can do some front-loaded application pretty quick. We could do Hu Tao instead. Don't do burst dependent. Oh yeah, the way up. Oh, yeah, you're right. Okay. Not burst dependent characters on Polearms Only, huh? I guess we will do Hu Tao. That's the goal, right? Break the shield. Yeah. Okay, just break the shield. All right. So non-burst dependent characters. There's not that many of those on Polearms Only. Quite frankly, we could do Arlecchino, but I think we'll stick with this. I don't know, we'll throw Shangwei in here, I guess. Well, no, we need someone else. Whatever, just doesn't matter. And we'll wipe through things with actually, yeah, we'll try it. We'll try Raiden. Why not? Try Raiden against the Mighty Buttholes, against the whatever. I should switch Raiden to... I'm gonna switch Raiden to our hybrid build because I want to. I think that's the same. There's that. Not that. Yeah, that piece. Alright, and then I don't remember what timepiece I actually used. Was it that? No, it wasn't that, was it? I think it was that. No, that's not correct. No. I need more ER than that. Yeah, it was this one. There we go. There we go. There's my hybrid Raiden build. There we go. There we go. Okay. And why are we doing that? Because I want to.
Stabilize.
Maybe I should have done Kachina here just for like the additional Geo. I don't know. No, this seems to break its shield well enough, that's for sure. Oh, you just took my energy. Oh, okay. Just die, please. Oh, okay. This was not as bad as I thought it'd be. But yeah, want non-burst relying characters, so. Wow. Alright, do this. Good Lord, Shangling. Oh, good Lord, Shangling.
There is no escape. Hands right to seal. Check this out. I got you covered.
You know, C4 Raiden technically does something now. Because, in this team. Bye, please. Yeah, I'm getting like 11k overloads, I think. Yeah, 15k overloads actually. Very nice. Yeah. See, well, I like hybrid Raiden because it means like even when you're not doing things with her actively on the field, even in a Chevro's team, it's nice for smoothing out the team's damage. It's definitely not necessarily optimal, but it's also like I have a much more consistent build on the Hybrid Raiden build for Chevrolet versus I have a lower crit rate build on the normal build. So yeah. Like what this should show is, you know, that we get C6 Raiden, and we do Arlecchino there instead, and do a weird dynamic of switching between Arlecchino Raiden bursting. Should be pretty dang strong. It might actually, I think it might be better. I think it might be better than doing Arlecchino on field in the Chevrolet's team. Does it need to be better? No, but yeah. How much ER does Raiden need? Depends on the team. I usually am fine with about 200 ER on most Raiden teams that I have played, but you might not be. So, anyways, claim the goodies. It's a fun event. Actually, I like this gimmick for event. Like it forces you to like. This is a better way for them to force you to engage with enemy mechanics. It's like, hey, do these things to get rewards. That would force people to potentially learn things, which is a good thing. So, anyways, how far away are we? We are, that's 1,000 Polearms gems. Not far away from, oh, we're very close, actually. Yeah. Alright. There we go. You know, officially, I will officially say we will end the stream when we get a temple, right? So, we are not that far away, because we have 2 wishes from here. Alright, so we need like 200 more Primo gems, right? About. And that will put us at 60-50. And wait. Ah, frick. I think. Wait, no, that's fine. Is there anything nearby here before I teleport away? Well, there's that. Okay. Yeah, we'll end the stream. Also, I want to hopefully try to get the Sanctifying Elixir over there. We'll see if that is actually doable. Let's teleport here. I guess here. Yeah. We're not doing Hoyo Fair. You know what? If I have time, I will watch the Hoyo Fair stream or video tomorrow. Yomi Hollow did ask me to do it, I think, this weekend, but I forgot. So I don't know. I'm hungry, and I would like to take a little bit of a break. I'm stupid, and I didn't eat before the stream. Do I have to kill this dude with the chest? How rude. So, anyways, what the heck is that? Something for a quest. Probably that I didn't even realize I needed for something I did in my main account, but anyways. Sigil of Striding Will. Okay, we're going over here to get to the underground area. See if we can get the last little ringle-dingle. Yes, that Raiden was C5. Yeah, Hoyo Fair, I do actually want to, even though, you know, I know they asked me to do it, but I also do want to react to it, but I think I will wait until tomorrow, or, I don't know. Oh, wah. Okay, well, this is another underground area, but a separate thing. I'm just gonna put a sticker here. Thing. I'll get it later, not right now. Priority is I want to do the chest over in this area because I might get the ring completed. If anyone's joined lately, if I do get a 5-star, since we're getting close to a temple, if I do get an early, between 50 and 60 pity, then if it's a 50-50 loss, then it ends. That is the end of the quest, because I will be saving my guarantee. I do not think it is worth grinding another pity's worth. Would I prefer getting C6 Raiden? Yes, because I think it'd be fun to mess with. But is it also worth losing a guarantee to get C6 Raiden? No. That's my current. I went to the wrong. Frick. Why? I need to go over here. Whatever. We'll get this thing quick. I got distracted. Do I need a Yoshi here? I probably need a Yoshi. Where's the Yoshi? I just killed a Yoshi, didn't I? Okay. Give me a second. Is Polearms only saving for anyone? Polearm characters. In case we didn't know. I think Eonson is confirmed. Oh, hello. I think Eonson is confirmed to be a Polearm. Supposedly there's a cutscene. I didn't notice any cutscene that confirmed they were a Polearm, but someone mentioned that, so I choose to believe them. Are they a 4-star? Are they a 5-star? Either way, they're a Electro unit, which could be good because Chevrolet exists. And particularly if they do some off-field Electro, that could give me more flexibility to use Raiden in some different teams, which would be nice. Yoink. Alright. Exit. Go back out. But yeah, I don't know. I didn't... that's what someone mentioned in the chat earlier. You watched the cutscene, you spread misinformation. Oh, it isn't confirmed. I see. My bad. Okay. Wiffle Waffle misinformed me. So, not confirmed still. But, also, I do think we know the weapons of most of the Natlan cast. If there's any unit that's likely to be a polearm, I mean, they're the big unknown. So, you know, Eon's on if they're a polearm, and then Madam Ping, maybe. We'll see what happens with there. So, hello, friends.
Show me your courage.
You lived. Congrats. Can we just... No, we need to be in his body. Yoink. Hello, friend. Do that. Do that. Leakers are doubling back on the ping leak now. Yeah, ping is an absolute crapshoot, but, you know, it would make sense if she was a polearm, so, you know, if she does exist, we'll see. But also, you know, Mabuiga, Sit Lolly are supposedly releasing, you know, unless they change the timeline for when, I'm having a stroke. Unless they change the timeline for when some updates are happening, like we might find out, you know, that version 5.1 is a shorter patch, for example, and version 5.2 might be a shorter patch too. We'll see. So, you know, if that's the case, then maybe we'll get something like a Madam Ping during Lantern Rite or whatever. But it's interesting that the Pyro Archon release might line up with Lantern Rite. That's what's, I think, confusing some people a little bit. Madam Ping did have a poem in the Lantern Rite scene. It would also make sense, I think, because she's the mentor of like Xiangling and Yao Yao or whatever, right? So recently there's been an influx of fake leaks. There's been fake leaks and misinformation all the time. I've always said before, the only meaningful information you should take any stake in is the current beta version. But usually things like the leakers are saying are like vague predictions, and they're usually not even very good. So, you know. Alright, I think what we do here is pretty simple. I think we just have to like go kind of follow the different pathways over here. The Sealies, Moatus, or whatever they're called here, take us to. Take a second, but should give us a bunch of chests. We didn't get the third one from that thing, did we? No, we didn't. Okay. Alright, hello. Do you pronounce vag like bag? Yes. But also without a B, because why would I use a B in bag? That's a weird question. I know what you're asking though, but I do not pronounce it Vagwe like some people do, because those people are weird. When do you think Arlecchino will rerun? They're going to be rude, and they're going to rerun her either right before or during the same patch as Mabuiga. Isn't it Vagwe? I mean, I was joking with Vagwe. But, yeah, I say vag. And I also say bag. Bag. The baggest of bags is the ones that you don't know what they look like. I don't know. I don't have a plan in my head for that.
Something with which to commemorate.
Bag bags. Bag bags. Bag bags. Bag bags. Anyways, let's go do this one first, I guess. Isn't there 3? Where's the third one? Oh. Oh well. We'll figure it out. I thought there was someone over there. Never mind. Alright. Let's check in from bird's eye view, make sure I didn't miss anything down here. Look it up. Hello. It's on mine. Oh no. Whatever shall I do? Give me this, I guess. I'm taking a bit of damage, but it'll probably be fine. Probably. At least. Hello. You're free. Maybe. The Pyro Cryo Geo leak was fake? You mean for the theater? They already announced the theater, I think. Alright, what's the goal? Hello, friend. Chest. I like these things more than Sealies, mostly because they're usually easier to find. They contrast better, I'd say. And they also don't fly in the 10 feet in the air to be annoying little shit. Yeah, so anyways. It's not a leak, it's in the game. Is it literally even in the game? Yeah, that's what I thought. Cabbies. Is there nothing here? Just rocks? Build some rocks. I don't think I need the polearms, but anyways. There's a weird new polearm releasing next patch. I don't know if they're introducing a fishing weapon or if I don't know. It doesn't seem good enough to be a banner 4-star weapon, but maybe it is a banner 4-star. There's a new polearm like shovel thing. Kachina uses it in the Archon quest. It gives a stamina consumption reduction, and I think it buffs skill damage for the user. I don't think it buffs, if I recall, which is a weird weapon. Particularly because they already they made the craftable weapon for Kachina, right? So, anyways, wait, we're not done here yet, are we? No, I think we have to find one more, right? Oh, maybe no, maybe we're good. Okay. So, yeah. Any 4-star you want for the next banner to be in? Honestly, Chevrolet is really the only 4-star I was waiting for on my main account, I think. Alright. Do we get the ring? Yeah, I knew it. I knew we'd get it here. I knew it. I knew it. Told you. Craft. Blam. Anyways, I'm gonna double check here because there was this cave back here, right? I don't know if we went here. What was I gonna say? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like Rosario would. No, Rosario doesn't really matter. Oh, no, okay. Never mind. Is there something back there that I missed? No, so there's an arrow. Yeah, there's 2 arrows. What are you trying to tell me? Yeah, it definitely wasn't guaranteed to get the ring there because there was a few precious chests I'm pretty sure I haven't gotten, but doing 2 precious ends in a luxurious chest made the chance there. Use a temple store. Oh yeah, temple to soar. Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to think. 4 stars I would want. Getting C6 Goro would be kind of cool. Although, well, actually, no. So I actually did calcs yesterday for C6 Goro for DPS Xylonin compared to Kachina, and you do double Geo to DPS Xylonin. You don't do triple Geo. And C6 Goro was basically the same DPS for Xylonin as Kachina is, but Kachina also has the benefit of buffing like Farina in the team. So C6 Goro is worse than a C0 Kachina. So I don't know. I don't really need C6 Goro is my point. He's a bad dog. Do you have enough pyro sigils now? I might. Yep. Alright, let's go to the sigils turn. We'll get 50 primos here. And then we will see how close we are. Is this going to give us a key? If it gives us a key at 100% is enough, I think. Why only double Geo for DPS element? Because you will not have her buff active. If you don't. I think. Is that why? I don't remember. I had to go double check the exact phrasing. Nope, no, not on the key level yet. Okay. You can just teleport to it? Oh, oops. My bad. Level 8. Okay. Alright, that's fine. A little ways away. We're at 17 Pyroculus as well. Okay. How close are we? Doing calcs for DPS Island, it was triple Geo with Goro and Kachina and we went hard. If you do not triple Geo, it will be... Like if you do Farina, Cloud Retainer, Kachina, Xylan, DPS Xylan will be meaningfully quite a lot better. I need 5 more. Okay. Alright, 5 more for that. That'll give us 100 primos. Alright, shouldn't take us too long. We are at... That's 7, a little bit over. Okay, yeah, we're basically exactly 7. Okay. And if only that was a character 4-star from the... If it was a C6 character 4-star, could have gotten us one more wish. We could be done. Oh well. Alright, that's fine. 7 wishes we need, you know. That's not that many. It should not take us that long. Just the Pyroculus could get us there. So we'll go, we'll try to get that precious chest that I think might be over here that I haven't gotten. And then we'll go over to this section. And then maybe do this island. It's also these 2 islands. Actually, yeah. Okay, correction. We're going to do here. And then we'll do here. And then we'll do here. And then here if we need. So... that should get us there. Let's go get the elixir though, quick. Happen to know what swords are good in DPS Zalanin? I mean, the craftable weapon should be pretty decent for her, DPS wise. Other than that, crit damage stat sticks. Because she's going to have a bunch of free crit rate. Crit rate weapons can work too, depending on what your artifacts look like, to be clear. I think... I don't think these don't. Yeah, no, it's just normal and charger type damage. For DPS Xylonin, yeah, this could be maybe okay, maybe not great. Like she doesn't do much elemental skill damage, but the burst damage is something. She's doing some burst damage, but your DPS on and it's not necessarily bursting every rotation, so... I don't know. Let's just wait and see in case she gets any slight changes or something when she comes out. Alright, first one of these areas I've gotten. Polearms Only. How exciting. Give me the goods. Don't know if these will ever be meaningfully relevant, but, you know. Maybe. Oops. Didn't really need to click on that, but... check what we got. I think I'll say no to that. Wow. Wow. Hydra bonus. Do I need that? I don't think so. I mean, maybe. I don't know. Unlikely, I feel like. Attack percent, maybe. But probably not relevant. Def percent, HP percent. Okay, well. These were, wow. Beautiful artifact. Hey, that has crit rate ER. That's something I kind of already have. This is like one of the first artifacts I got somehow from the domain. Ridiculous. Yeah, I mean, I'll keep it. Wow. Wow. Okay, those are beautiful artifacts. Absolutely beautiful. Now that we have an elixir, though, I kind of really... we're gonna take a looky-loo at my characters real quick. Don't need to use it for you. No. Maybe a Gilded Dreams piece. No, because Gilded Dreams piece would want to. It had to be like EM double crit and ER, and I don't think it's worth the risk for that. I mean, I could use it for like maybe a better circlet, but like I already have 2 really good circlet options if I need more ER or less. And like no, I don't think it's like I can't think of anything else to use it on. Like I could try to get minorly improved like emblem pieces or something, because emblem, yay. But I can just like strongbox for emblem. So I'm gonna do the insane thing. I already have a really good timepiece on Arlecchino, I acknowledge this. But I'm insane, and I'm trying to get Arlecchino to be... I want Polearms Only's Arlecchino to be the #1 Arlecchino in one of the Akasha leaderboards, right? And one of the main ways I could do that is if I get a 4-line double crit attack timepiece. And like, ideally it would be 4-line double crit with flat attack EM. So if I'm gonna use this for a timepiece basically, and if it's not double crit 4-line, well, it's obviously gonna be double crit, so I'm gonna choose double crit. But if it's not a 4-line, it's probably dead. Like, it still might be an upgrade if it's a 3-line, but it would have to roll entirely into crit, and it wouldn't be that significant. But like, to get #1 spot, probably has to be a 4-line, right? And then from there, I just need probably a better feather. But actually, for the vape leaderboards, I have this piece, so. You know, just a timepiece might actually get me there. I only have 1 elixir technically right now, but because on this account I actually do have a lot of spare XP. I don't need to be efficient with my artifact XP on this account, right? By nature of the limited nature of doing only Polearm characters, I need less equipment. So I don't need to. I do not advise doing this, but I'm going to do this. That puts me at 75. Yeah, we'll just use... Yeah. There we go. Extract those. That puts me at 83. And then we'll level up a couple trash pieces. Like this one. I mean, this could be good. Watch it roll crit damage. If it max rolls crit damage, it'll take it farther. No. Okay. Alright. This is the part that's like really stupid. Like, why do you have to do this for this stupid thing? Like, just let me dump my artifact XP into it directly. It's stupid. I don't know, whatever. Anyways, crit rate, wow. Actually, wait, that could be a usable support piece. Crit rate ER is kind of ideal. We'll keep that. Wow. Beautiful. Alright. Is that enough? Why is this always a red dot on it? It's so annoying. Stupid. Nope, that's not enough. Of course not. Of course not. Why would it be? Blam. Do I need to do 2 more still? Good lord. Alright, sure, take that one. Nope. And then take this one. ×5. That's okay. We'll just save that. We'll save the XP from that one. We're not gonna feed that in, obviously. ×5 is just free XP. Does not need to get thrown in the extractor. All right, there we go. Gosh, so much wasted XP for 1 elixir, and it's gonna give me a bad artifact, but it's fine. This account can make inefficient decisions. 3x's will be saved. That's good. All right, there we go. Got that. Yes, I'll get more from exploration, but that's fine. Point is that I am fine to use those now. I was planning to do that anyways. Let's see. Alrighty, so let's see. This is not worth it, but I'm insane, and I want a top. I want #1 Arlecchino. Wait, did I not click? There we go. I want #1 Arlecchino. So we're choosing crit rate, crit damage, attack percent, It kind of has to have a has to be a 4-line if I want to get #1 spot, right? But you know, we'll see. Rip. It's also minerals or not mineral, mineral and low roll. Rip, absolute rip is probably trash. Yep. That's why you don't that's why you don't be stupid. Don't be stupid and go for top 1, #1 spot. Watch this be better. Nope. I guess I should have leveled that up first. But, you know, yeah, low roll. I love low rolls. Low rolls are so one of the dumbest freaking parts of this game. That's all I can say. I mean, man, that was a 4-line. If this was a 4-line, it could have been. It could have been. No. It's not bad. Not bad at all. It's a good piece, but he's kind of dead. He's kind of dead. Oh, actually, okay. I'm gonna keep this lock because it actually could be. It could be good for vape leaderboard, but I don't think it is. It's not #1 spot worthy, right? Actually, I forgot I freaking had this. I don't think EM timepiece. Is there any EM timepiece in the vape leaderboards of our, you know? Again, I want to stress, like, Akasha is like a stupid thing to focus on. Don't use Akasha. I'm just dumb. There's not much else to do. Let's check. Browser. So this is I tweaked her build around, to be clear. The reason she's not top 145 like she was before is because I tweaked her build around to fit my C6. The Akasha leaderboards do not factor in C6. I want to check the vape leaderboards though. Vape combo damage with their signature weapon. Is there people using EM timepieces? They are. Oh shit. Wait. The #1 Arlecchino is using an EM timepiece currently. This is a ridiculous piece though. Like, that's better than this piece. Oh, you can't see that. I forgot to switch it. But only the one is using an EM timepiece. Most of them are using attack timepieces. Okay. Let's do some messing around. I forgot I had this. Please go to settings and make it decibels. What are you talking about? What? What are you talking about? What does that mean? EM is not better. I don't think you normally would do an EM timepiece on Arlecchino, but when it's this good of one, it's possible. So, will this get us to #1 spot on the vape leaderboard with this piece here? It's possible. I'm not gonna lie. It's possible. How did I forget I had this? If this gets me to #1 spot and I've just had the ability to do that for like 2 weeks, I'm gonna laugh. It's possible this might be #1 vape Arlecchino. To be clear, and again, like this is overcapping crit rate with the C6 Arlecchino, but Akasha is not calculating based on C6. Let's find out. Also, this build is exactly 18,600 HP. That's very satisfying. It's very sad. We gotta wait a few minutes, but anyways, Primo Gems are at 1139, so you know we gotta get a few more Primo Gems. Let's while we wait for that to update, we will go and check over here quick. You can log out to instant update. It's fine. It's fine. How to get to #1 is have as much crit rate as possible. Pretty much, yeah. Crit rate will very, very significantly affect your average rankings. Okay, nothing there. Oh, there's a precious chest over here. Nice. So I didn't get this one. There's a chest over there in the distance. Okay. Hello, friends.
How about this? Take a seat.
Didn't mean to do that. Should do the tribe quests that give boss materials for free. Why do I need boss materials? You talk about the primo gems from the FOMO primo gems? Like, yes, I could. Those items just they teleported. Yes, I could get 60 primo gems from the Kanich quest, whatever. I will probably try to do that, but I can't really. I thought I could climb that for some reason. Emily, can you please hit them? That really, lady? Okay, whatever. Okay. Going. How far away to the next? We needed. I know we needed 5 Oculus, and I also want to check how far away. Okay, and we're only like 12 sigils away. So, alright, there's a challenge there. We'll get this quick though.
Let's hope you put up a good fight.
Check back in. Get this. Die. Goodbye. You're alive down there. Rude. Watch you be. Are you able to stand there? But I'm not. I better not start swimming. There we go. Fine. Okay. Good.
What greater pleasure is there than the unexpected?
Yeah, this Arlecchino build, by the way, with this EM time, or with this attack timepiece before, was top 145 on the Vape Arlecchino leaderboards. This EM timepiece might take her higher. Might. I'm not sure. But yeah, that the new timepiece could be relevant. I don't know. For sake of comparison, we will test to see what this piece compares to this piece on the leaderboard. I'm curious. I'm not sure which one would be better. It's very borderline. Again, leaderboard is calculating average damage, which is how obviously you should calculate damage. Generally speaking. But doesn't necessarily reflect how you might personally want to build a character. Okay, wait, there's an Oculus here, I bet. I feel like there was an Oculus here. No, that's... I lied. I lied. Where's Kanich? Not on this account. Alrighty. Do this challenge. Oh, there's another precious chest somewhere in the water. Maybe I already did it, but I thought there was a precious chest somewhere in like the water edge here, but I'll double check. Maybe it was after this challenge, I'm not sure. What? I swear to you, I clicked before that. There's a really weird cooldown on that ability. Yeah, it's like 2 seconds. That's annoying. Considering you can take less than 2 seconds to go between those two targets. Which is fine. Oh, okay. Magic carpet ride. Let's go. He's so good. He's like upgraded Navia 4 to 5 nuke shots. I'm assuming you're talking about Kanich again. Kind of. Their teams are a little bit. I can. Yeah, no. I mean, just describing him as Dendro Navia is fair. Is he a better character than Navia? As far as damage output goes, maybe. But yeah, no, I don't know. As far as damage output goes, yes. Oh yes, this was the one I was thinking of. Yep. He's probably easier to get to do more damage than Navia, especially because like Navia definitely has a problem of she doesn't have a very accessible artifact set that makes it a lot easier to build characters because it gives you 40% crit rate for free. So, you know, but Navi is also better with Bennett, I would say. Like, I definitely prefer how Navia plays compared to how Kanish plays. But I don't really like the camera gimmick that much, or the movement gimmick that much on Kanish because of how the camera moves around. It's just generally, I'm not getting motion sick or anything anymore from it, but it's just generally not very enjoyable. Like, I got mostly used to it after the stream I did, and I was like, yeah, I like him more than I used to, and I do like him more than I initially did. My first impression was negative, and then it got better, but then, you know, check here quick, the north part of this island. But then, like, 2 days later, after I went to try to test a Kanish team again, I was like, yep, I don't like this still. I've gotten used to it. It doesn't give me motion sickness, but I still don't really like it. So, you know, I'd rather play Navia than Kanish, which is, I think, an important factor to keep in mind if someone is considering polling for Kanish right now. But they're not that dissimilar as far as their fundamental design idea. Mualani is also kind of Hydro Navia, too. So, like, you know... this is a daily, apparently. Hello. Okay. Yeah, I apparently got the Oculus there. That's what I was checking for. Okie dokie. Oh, there's a chest all the way over there. Guess we'll get that.
Let's have some
No,
fun,
I don't
shall
care about
we?
you. Yep, I saw that as soon as I jumped. You need 100% to get the full ring? Are you sure? Because I definitely got the ring and have 82%. I got it a little bit ago. Unless I think you might have meant you need the ring to maybe get 100%. That might be correct. You might need the ring to get 100%. You do not need 100% to get the ring. Like the ring just appears in precious and luxurious chests. So you can focus down precious and luxurious chests and get the rings pretty quickly if your goal is to get like
Let's hope
elixirs
you
or
put up a good fight.
the artifacts.
What greater pleasure is there than the unexpected?
Dookie. Alright, let's go check Akasha before I forget. Alright. Back to Akasha. Let's see. Is the EM timepiece that I've had for a while going to get me to number 1? I'm going to guess no. That's the wrong account. It put me to the top 158. Alright. Yeah, that's kind of what... I don't know why I refreshed it again. Kind of what I figured. Yeah, the problem with getting number 1 spot, right, on Akasha is you need high roll values. Like, you need either really high roll values, like it's possible a 3-line artifact can get you to top 1 spot, but it's very hard. So, anyways, put her back to my other build, and because I have C6, so it gives me free crit rate, so obviously it doesn't make sense to sit at 99% crit rate. That's not quite correct. Alright, there we go. This is better for my account, but not quite there. Didn't think so, but it's funny. It's funny that it's exactly the same rank though. So like, if you are doing Vapor, like, you know, at least that goes to show, you know, you can consider using an EM timepiece if for some reason the game poops an EM timepiece on you. Oh yeah, I was gonna compare this piece. Oh frick. Oh, okay, switch it back. Wait, are you overcapping crit rate though? No, you're not. Okay. I'm curious what this will... Yeah, we'll see what this will be. Mostly because I just want to compare. I think with this timepiece, I was like top 145. With this one, top 158. You know, let's see what this one is. So they're all very much splitting hairs. Like, they're exactly the same, almost assuredly. What's the site? The site was akasha.cv. But also, don't use it. Way too many people use Akasha to, like, ego stroke themselves. And it's just like, you know, I get it. You want to prove your dedication or whatever, but, like, it is not actually a healthy goal line. to put for your account. It's just something you can use as a tool that is, it's fun to compare against other people, right? But like, don't stress about trying to get a particular ranking in Akasha, okay? Like, I'm not stressing myself out to get Arlecchino #1 spot. I just think that would be really fun to do, and I'm a content creator. I can spend stupid amounts of time, and I'm doing a Polearm Only account where I can waste a lot of resin that doesn't make sense to waste trying to get #1 spot Arlecchino, right? Do not stress about particular rankings. Just use it as a useful comparative tool. Keep in mind that they're only calculating based on one specific team and under a given context. Said before in the stream how, like, I disagree with their approach to Emily and making and treating it as if ER is a dead stat on Emily. Yada yada. It's not that hard to get builds that are, you know, you can have builds that are relatively low in Akasha rankings, but perform more than competently enough to clear the content of the game, right? That's all that actually matters. If you want to use Akasha, it can be useful, but don't stress over it. Don't use it as the goal line. Unless you're stupid, like me. I have to kill opponents? Okay. I was gonna use that to... I thought it was gonna be like a point challenge thing. Is there a good site to try to see what piece is better for a character? I mean, that's what you can use Akasha for. But again, it's not always going to give it something that's better in every single situation. Because the situations, like the enemies you're facing, the team, more notably the exact team, but the team you're using, the enemies you're facing, can all change what the optimal equipment is to use. And the exact character you're using will change things. Like the relevance of doing EM versus attack timepiece, but you can see in cases like Arlecchino on Vape, for a Vape team, you know, attack versus EM timepiece with, you know, both of them having a similar amount of crit is kind of splitting hairs, right? It doesn't really make a difference. It's just whatever one performs better on average is down to extremely minor differences. There we go. But yeah, there's no universal answer like one piece is always better. If I switch Arlecchino to a non-Vape team, right, EM timepiece is a heckin' lot worse, right? Like EM timepiece is only viable in Arlecchino in a Vape team, and it's also assuming Bennett, right? If you're doing a Vape team with Arlecchino without Bennett, you probably still do attack timepiece. So, anyways, let's go up here. And I know there's some like chests up here, but kind of annoying. We can actually. Where's the Yoshi? There's the Yoshi up here, right? 422 EM good for Vape Hootout. Depends on the whole balance of your build, but that's probably more EM, more than enough EM for sure. You also have a good balance of other stats. Balance your stats and you'll be pretty fine. Hello. Definitely got that chest on my main account, but I forgot what I had to do for it. Ah. I see. I had to stand. Very complicated. Okay. There. Wait, that one. That chest is not worth my time, quite frankly. The reason being is because it's a common chest, but also it, I think, wanted you to use a bow character. I could use the Harpastum or Chevreuse. You know what? Screw it. We'll try to do it. We'll try to do it. All right. Yep. Okay. Oh wait, it's not a time challenge. It'll be fine. I don't know why I thought it was like a time challenge or something. It'll be fine. Let's do a Chevy.
A little extra training
And wow,
never hurts.
let's let Mika be
My
useful.
Lansing's
Shoot.
neutralizing threats.
Stop right
I think
there.
this will reach. Nice. Alright. Gun and bow time, indeed. Yeah, time challenges are a little bit more tricksy. Of course, on this account.
Had your chance.
I have no words, Mika. I have no words, Mika. How did you... How? You're not doing a good job redeeming yourself, sir. Okay. Jesus. Oh, good lordy.
Nice.
What was I gonna do here? Oh yeah, I was doing Candace for, I don't know.
I
just
promised.
vape things. Alright, let's see how that sanctifying elixir timepiece compares here. Yeah, if only that was a 4-line. Oh, interesting. See? Yeah, I told you. Yeah, that EM, those EM rolls make the difference, right? For a vape leaderboard. This is now the highest leaderboard rank I can have on Arlecchino. Is technically with that timepiece. That's why I mentioned like it's probably not worth throwing away. But yeah, like if these were high crit rolls, if this was a 4-line, one more crit roll, and these were high rolls versus low rolls, this probably it would have been the difference between taking this build to like top 121 to like top 10 potentially, right? Oh well,
Ah,
it's fine.
there's an
It's
idea.
cool though.
Oh, just a moment, please. I need to jot this down.
And now I'm gonna switch her build back to a slightly more appropriate build for how I usually use her. Oops. Let's switch the circlet. There it is. There it is. Alright. There we go. Alright. There we go.
Shall I help share the load?
There's a challenge that there's a challenge that way. Anything else I missed? It's obvious in the distance. There's probably something up there, but let's just get this. Close up. Yeah, of course we blame Mika. It was definitely not my fault. But also, I'm pretty sure if I had aimed at the exact same spot, if I had aimed at the exact same spot with Chevreuse versus aiming at the same spot with Mika, I think Chevreuse would have hit, because the hitbox is just different on the ability. Just to say Chevreuse is better. So, you know. Boink. Have I fought the capybara here? Is this the capybara plateau? No, it's not. I lied. Okay, never mind. There's definitely things to probably get here. Oh, okay, just grab the bomb. By the way, I appreciate them doing things that make it easier to mine ore in Netland. I think that's another minor, nice little design thing. There's a chest here. May as well get that one at least. There's probably more to do up here, but we're gonna focus down on the water area just because, like,
Let's hope you put up a
I
good
know
fight.
there's some areas I can go to get things right away.
I will stand down.
You're dead. Rest in peace.
What greater pleasure is there than the unexpected?
Mika's crossbow cannot mechanically hit Drake boss wings. Yeah, that was one of the things I was really, really annoyed about. Is there a chest over there? No, I must have already got that one. Okay. That was definitely one of the things I was quite annoyed about when they released him, was they forced auto-targeting stuff, and instead of just letting it go wherever you aimed it, Chevreuse does just go wherever you aim it, so yeah. I like Chevreuse more than Mika. Go figure. It's so funny thinking about like how they designed Mika versus how they designed Chevreuse. Let's go this direction. We're up high anyways, and there was a thing over here. What was my oh, we're at 34 sigils. Okay, that's 50 primo gems we can get. Are we done? We might actually be done. 7. No, definitely not done. Okay. We need We need 1280. Okay. So that means we can get 50 Primo Gems from the, what's it called? Sigil turn. So that is, we need 30. We need 35 more Primo Gems. Doable. Easy. We can get the temple. Yeah, hopefully tomorrow I will do a reaction to the Hoyle Bear video. Okay, I thought there was going to be something on the top here, but there's not. Wait, is there achievements I didn't claim? There was. Oh. Okay, we now need 20. Nope. We now need 10 more Primo Gems. Alright. Okay, well. Do the challenge down here then. Something over there? I feel like there's something over here. Okay, we're gonna... Also, I feel like I'm gonna get stuck in a reputation quest if I land down there. Yeah, we'll go here. It's fine. I think we'll be able to avoid it. I think we just have to avoid those people. I think I need this. Yeah, we could do another local legend, but I also just have this here, so, you know. I do not think we would have any issues getting there. Oop. That's just a common chest, but it's something. I see a chest over there. What? Oh, I just grabbed a bomb. Okay, you know what? No, we're not gonna get started here. We're gonna go over here. I think there's a couple things in this little divot here I didn't grab. Yeah, we could do the capybara. We could even do the cryo. Wait, no, could we do the cryo one? Yeah, no, the cryo one shouldn't be actually that hard on this count because we have Rosaria and Shenhe built. But anyways, there's also the sequence of chests over here that wouldn't take that long to get, but I don't think we have to do those. We'll see though. We'll see. Well, maybe I already did get this because I got the Mona 2. There's an Oculus. Hey, what am my Oculus at? 18. No, still a little ways away. Oh, okay. This was the thing I think I was remembering. Where the frick is the dude? Oh wait, maybe this is... Oh, I know. I have to free him from this spot, right? Yeah, I see. Has the stream been so far? I mean, other than my yapping distracting me, you know, we could have made faster progress probably if I yapped slightly less, to say the least. But, considering I've been able to get a 10 pull in about 3 hours, I'd say pretty dang good, in my opinion. Pretty dang good progress. Need a few more pre-emergents. There's an Oculus over here. I guess it wasn't obvious what I was doing. No, is that even where I need to go? I feel like no. I have to go over here. Right? Okay, we'll find out. Well, okay. Oh, it's underground, isn't it? Oh, okay, well, yes, no, maybe? Huh? Where's the Oculus? Hello.
Put up a good
Take a
fight.
seat.
Don't mind me. Where is it? Oh, I'm confused. I don't remember having a problem with this one on my minigame. Okay, well. Look up. I did look up. Did I not look up?
Everlasting as the moon. Overruled.
Oh, there's a little crap now. Oh, I just looked. Okay, to be fair, that is sneaky. It's a good kind of sneaky. But like, I looked up over here, right? Can you blame me? It doesn't look like there's a hole there. Okay. And the reason I didn't have a problem then on my main account was because I looked up probably before walking forward a little bit. Or I came at it from above. That could have been too. I think I might have come at it from above. Yoink. Alright. How many long-term points? That's another benefit of actually doing this. Yeah, look at that. We got like 48 long-term points. Less need to do dailies ever. C6 special good with Chev? Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. What did I complete here? Oh, money. Sure. Alright. We are at... Oops, wrong button. We need 6 more primo gems. Okay, maybe we do a local legend. Yeah. We're gonna go over here. This is the wrong spot, but... Jump down. Yep, there's one common chest there, and then there's a precious chest we can get from the balls, or not the balls, the birds, which are balls. Same difference. Oh, there's actually an exquisite chest right there too. Yep, nice. Okay, and we'll put a sticker here then, since we won't need it. We'll do it later. Precious. Malprecious. I know I spelled that wrong. I just didn't care. Claim achievement. Did I have an achievement? Oh, I didn't even notice. My bad. Well, we'll get these 2 chests anyways. Hello. Slimes. Did you just do a dodge roll? Man, impressive. He dodged at the wrong time though, to say the least.
Something with which to commit.
There has to be an Oculus up here, right? Yep. And, yeah, the sigils, or not the sigils, the Oculus will give us a nice head start to the next 10 pull we try to farm for. I think my streaming plan then is tomorrow, hopefully, do a stream reacting to the Hoyo Fair thing. So I think that'd be cool to watch. And then Tuesday I'll probably try to do a unit review stream. And then we will do streams trying to finish out C6 Raiden. Well, I say finish out, get to pity, right? We'll see what happens. Oh, hello. I actually didn't notice him. We'll see what happens. Bam. Or maybe it ends now. We might get another early, which would be funny. But hello, friend. No, you don't get to run away after attacking me. You earned that. Alright. There we go. Good. Good start. Mostly just focused on one area. Got a 10 pull. And now let's teleport here. And we'll see what happens. This robot thing's the most modern looking thing in Genshin. Yeah. I don't know if I'd describe them as modern, but I can see where you're coming from. Alright. Claim. How exciting. But yeah, it won't, like, for the next 10 pull, we're very close to a level in the statues, so that will give us 100 primo gems, and then, 100 primo gems from here, and we get 80 primo gems from this key, functionally. So, I don't think it'll take, and then, that's the remainder of this event, so, by Wednesday, with the daily primo gems, whatever, I don't think it'll be that hard to get another 10 pull then as well. But, anyways, convert those. We got a 10 pull. Make sure we wish on Raiden's banner. We are at 50 pity. This will be to 60 pity. And, I mean, we don't need 4 stars, so I expect nothing exciting. Yep. I mean, maybe we'll get a... Let's see. What do we want? We want Fab Lances or Rosarias. Rosaria would be absolutely amazing, because then I don't have to be tempted by Yep, okay. It's a wish refund. It's 2 wish refunds. Let's go. That will make it a lot faster to get to the next 10 pull, right? So we have... Yep, we went exactly back to 14 star glitter again. So you know what? We now need 8 more wishes. That's fine. 8 more wishes will put us into 10 or 70 pity. So, sweet. Yeah, it definitely will not be hard to get to pity. That's for dang sure. And we'll see if we get C6 Raiden. But I don't know. Thanks for joining the stream. We'll finish this out in later streams this week, hopefully. If for some reason I end up getting tired because of, you know, or distracted and I don't stream, it's possible we might not be able to finish this until not this week, whatever. But I think we'll be fine. I think we'll be able to finish this week because I don't think it'll be that hard. All right, but anyways, we're at 60 pity. It's a fun stream. And yep, so tomorrow probably a Hoyo Fairs reaction stream because I think that'll be fun. And then we'll do unit review stream because I think some people might want units reviewed, you know, Kinich released, so I feel like I should probably do that. And I don't know why I went over here. I just saw Sparkly, but yep. I'm gonna do co-op treasure hunting. Unlikely, because quite frankly, I think co-op treasure hunting is way more inefficient. The only thing co-op treasure hunting would make sense for is, you know, like if I try to do more I'm probably not going to do more edited videos trying to like 100% an area in a certain amount of time, but I might consider doing marathon streams of like, you know, 12-hour plus streams of, let's see if I can 100 like when they add the new Natlan area, right? I might try to do a stream just because that might be fun of trying to 100% the new Natlan area in one stream, right? And maybe we'll do co-op things in that kind of situation because then people can like join in the stream, help me find like the last 5%. Like we can hunt for the last couple chests together or whatever. But as far as like if we're doing co-op like I was just exploring today, people would be like, I found a chest here, I found a chest here, and then I'm just like constantly like going putting stickers on the map or teleporting around. It's like not really more efficient versus just grabbing or doing the things I see and whatever, right? But anyway, so I don't know. Blame Genshin's co-op for being bad. That's what I can say. It would be fun if we could like actually explore together, like, you know, opening chests in one person's world also opens the chest in your world, right? But they don't have it configured that way, so why don't you use the interactive map? Because I find it boring as all hell. The interactive map can be perfectly fine for getting those last little percentage, but it's also not very good for getting the last little percentage unless you are using the interactive map for tracking all of them. It's just awful. I hate it. I really hate it. I don't understand why people like, I don't know. I guess if you like micromanaging things, maybe you like that. But I want to play the game and like not, all right, I gotta alt tab out. All right, is this click on that? Yeah, okay, that's the chest I think I just found. All right, mark that as complete. Tab back in, and then eventually, like now, like I just don't care. And like Natlan is 100% well, especially Natlan, but most of the game is well designed enough that you can find a vast majority. You can get a vast majority of the exploration done without having to ever use external resources. So, anyways. I don't like it. It just makes the experience more unfun. But, you know, whatever. Yapping. Bye-bye. It was fun. I need to go eat because I haven't eaten yet. And probably stream tomorrow. Hopefully. Maybe. We'll see. I gotta read. So, it depends on how much reading I get done today. Bye-bye. Well, I was recording that whole time. Okay. Well, I just saved like probably a 30 gigabyte recording file. I meant to only record the sanctifying elixir thing. Oh well.